Welcome, YouTube, to the... Ah, the void stopped being a void. Never mind.
Paradise Killer.
Right, yeah, the stream started late today. Stuff happened this morning. Oh, there's Shinji. So, yeah, the stream's like an hour later than I wanted it to be, so it'll be an hour shorter than I wanted it to be. I just got an achievement. I didn't do anything. It just says, speak to redacted. Well, now I kind of want to know what that achievement's for doing. And why it only popped now. Maybe... I think I misspelled that. Because if the achievement's just for loading up the game, boom, I did it. Well done. Go me. Pat myself on the back. Who is it actually for speaking to? True achievements. Just tell me reject all, please. Thank you. Okay, well, I haven't actually done that yet, but thank you for reminding me that's a thing, achievement pop. Life happens, you're here now, that's what matters, hopefully. Right, so, yes, Crimson Acid. Plot. So, my plan, Crimson Acid. I've just been reminded about the jet ski. I'm going to take the jet ski to wherever that takes you to, because I didn't explore that side of the game when I accidentally did it. And then back to the main island to talk to Henry, to the Desolation Cell to talk to Henry Division and Akiko. Whew, that's a plot. That's a plan. Let's see how well it holds up. Hey Angel, how you doing? Ooh, we can hang out again. Got time for a chat, Crimson? What are you planning to do with your amassed wealth? If trade is good, you're carrying a lot of blood crystals. Crimson Acid, a quiet life. That's why I'm down here, away from the tower. Not the greatest fan of people. Having a big chunk of change helps you to live your life in peace. Chat, I wish. I'll be concerned. How misanthropic. You sure that's healthy?
Good work.
Crimson Acid, thank you, lady.
You.
Have you tried that new beer I'm on the can of? It's good. Lady Loved Ice. I bought a can. That's one on the island. Crimson Acid. There's a competition to win a date with me with a winning ring pull. Lady Loved Eyes. Anyone win? Crimson Acid. I'll let you into a little secret. There are no winning ring pulls. I know certain things about the dead Nebula Company. I told the CEO that I know these things and she made the winning ring pull disappear. I'm not a prize to be passed around. Amen to that.
Sorry.
Lady Loved Eyes. I dread to think what your file on me looks like.
I have my ways.
Crimson Acid. I know all sorts, but there's always more to learn. Oh, I'm going to flirt. Lady Loved Eyes. Maybe you can learn more about me one day.
Don't be coy.
Crimson Acid. Don't be a tease. Be seeing you, lady. Don't have anything, do you? Absolutely not. Okay. Well, I guess I'll just ask about everything. Interrogate. Lady Loved Eyes. I found a tuft of your hair in K. Hicks's workshop. Crimson Acid, and?
The facts and the truth are not the same.
Lady Loved Eyes. That puts you at the scene of a disappearance. Crimson Acid. Come on, lady. You know it doesn't prove anything. Be blunt then. We need to talk, Acid.
That's strange.
Crimson Acid. You never call me Acid.
Paradise feels wrong.
Lady Loved Eyes. Why was K. Hicks accusing you of stealing the key to the second Holy Seal?
What do you mean?
Crimson Acid. Shit.
Is this a fact?
Lady Loved Eyes.
Truth?
This makes you a prime suspect. Spill it.
Me.
Crimson Acid. I promise I didn't kill the council. I need you to know
That's
that.
it.
Lady Loved Eyes. Get on with it. Crimson Acid. The Holy Seals are the Holy Grails of secret hunters. They're so locked down under wraps.
You got it wrong.
I was losing sleep each night thinking about them. I knew K. Hicks designed the second seal, so I started talking to him. I also knew he was obsessed with me.
Sure.
Lady Loved Eyes. Obsessed?
You're letting the snakes get to you.
Crimson Acid. More than I expected. I thought it was just horny for me. I mean, chat, we can all see why. But he had got it into his head that if we achieved perfection on the next island, he'd ascend to heaven.
Crime is repulsive.
Lady Love dies. His diary called you his queen in the astral heaven. Crimson Acid. Good snooping, lady. Since I'm blessed by the gods, he coveted me as a trophy queen. The guy was out of his
I
mind.
don't like this.
Lady Love dies. You keep using the past tense. Crimson Acid. I'm not stupid. If the council got on the bad side of a killer, and the person who designed part of their security is missing, he's either dead or might as well be.
Crime cannot hide.
Lady Love dies. Did you do it?
Me.
Crimson Acid. Please. Lady Love dies. Even if he was going to squeal to Montserrat? Crimson Acid. I talked him down. I strung him along in a relationship. I could persuade him to do almost anything. Lady Love dies. Except give you the secret to the second Holy Seal? Crimson Acid. There was a data key he guarded. I took it. Made a copy. Lady Love dies. How did you copy it?
Business is business.
Crimson Acid. You ask a lot of questions. Someone in Masahiro Heavy Industries owed me a favour. That favour was an hour in one of their high-end computer labs. Turned out to be a heavily encrypted digital key on a flash drive. I put the key back in his workshop, apologised profusely, and did something to take his mind off it.
Got it.
If you know what she means, chap. Lady Love dies. Did you use the key?
We're in a dark time.
Crimson Acid. No. I know where and how, though. The obelisk's on the beach. The key works on them.
Got it.
Lady Love dies. And that's the second seal secret?
Thank you.
Crimson Acid. No! There's more, but I don't know what. Lady Love dies. Why didn't you use the key? Crimson Acid. Bad vibes, lady. Could feel it in the air. Things were happening on the island.
When love dies, all that remains are the facts.
Lady Love dies. This still makes you a suspect, Crimson. Crimson Acid. I know. Fine. I mean, she didn't kill the council. We know someone else did, but she might be tied to them. Well, I'm just going to exhaust all the conversation options so that we get the full extent of the game. You know, as much as I can, having probably blocked off, prevented myself from accessing other conversation options with stuff I've already done. Why would Akiko kill the council? Secret's not free. Yes.
I'm glad to be.
Business is business.
Crimson Acid. Good crystals. Minimal imperfections. Akiko is a soldier through and through. She's also their leader. The only family she's ever wanted.
Secrets are dangerous.
The Marshals aren't syndicate, though. They're citizens. A security measure by Montserrat. They don't have our immortality, and they don't get moved between islands.
The investigator is here.
Lady Love dies. That makes them expendable, too. Crimson Acid. Precisely. Akiko has endured a millennia of sadness watching her troops die or get left behind. She wants them in the syndicate. Get them gene therapied up and create a battalion of immortal soldiers. And her heartache. She has motioned the syndicate to try and get her marshals inducted, being refused every time. She's hurting, and she's angry. Lady Love dies. What does she get from murdering the council? She wouldn't be promoted to a position where she can change the rules and keep her marshals alive between islands. Crimson Acid. She'd used the murder to scare the new council. The untouchables became touched by the hand of death. She can argue for increased militarization on the next island, scapegoat it on a citizen, and panic the next council into creating martial law with troops inducted into the syndicate.
Ah,
Lady Love dies. Use loyal troops rather than expendable troops. Crimson Acid. Precisely. Montserrat was always scared of immortal soldiers having dangerous thoughts and leading a coup.
I have my ways.
If Akiko did this, she proves that the threat isn't from the Marshals.
ooh, the investigator is here.
Lady Love dies. Got any proof?
Don't be coy.
Crimson Acid. Sure do. I pulled this from the Moon database. You never know when something like this will come in useful. Just formal request about them being inducted into the syndicate. Lady Love dies. Thanks. Crimson Acid. Lady. Here's more. I haven't got proof, so I'm not charging you for what I'm about to say. Akiko falls in love with her troops. That's why she hurts so much. She has had a string of relationships through the islands. Vibes with what we know. Lady Love dies. Is there someone special on this island? Crimson Acid. Captain Voth. He's dead. He's the highest ranking marshal under Akiko. The highest ranking marshals are chosen to guard the council during the birth of a new
That's
island.
strange.
Lady Love dies, so he was murdered last night.
Secrets breed mysteries.
Crimson Acid. Looks that way. Lady Love dies. So if her lovers are dying when the island ends, her motive is to kill the council to push her agenda through, get her marshals into the syndicate, and make them immortal.
Sure.
That's a pretty big bet to make.
Who knows?
Crimson Acid. I agree. Something doesn't add up.
The investigator is here.
Lady Love dies. I'm not convinced Voth died last night. Crimson Acid. Don't tease, lady. That sounds like a secret.
Oh, I'm glad to be back.
Lady Love dies. Don't secrets have costs? Crimson Acid. I'll refund you for our earlier transaction. Sure.
I'm glad to be back.
It's a deal. Taking my first steps into the secret trading industry.
Good.
Crimson Acid. Pleasure doing business.
Sure.
Lady Love dies. The dead marshals outside the council building aren't marshals. The blood doesn't match.
Secrets breed mysteries.
Crimson Acid. So where are the real marshals? Lady Love dies. Working on it. Crimson Acid. If you want to enter the Viper's Nest, you could try the barracks. If I was a marshal looking to lay low, I'd be in there. They don't let anyone in.
The investigator is here.
Lady Love dies. Akiko removed 2 prisoners from the barracks a couple of days ago. Crimson Acid. I think you're onto something.
Blood crystal obtained.
Carmelina's motive. Why would Carmelina want to kill the council?
Business is booming. Thank you.
Carmelina isn't allowed on the council. The Silence family were barred from ever being on the council.
I have my ways.
You remember her father's crime, right? We got both of the crystals back that I paid. I did check. Romeo's fall from grace.
Ooh, the
Lady Love
investigator
dies.
is here.
He was deceived by cosmic deceit. Crimson Acid. Bingo. Cosmic deceit deceived him with promises of power. Standard stuff. Cosmic deceit wanted Romeo to sacrifice crying grudge in a ritual that would give cosmic deceit enough power to resurrect.
Money.
Resurrecting the gods is our mission, but not at the expense of deceptions and sacrificing other
Be
gods.
coy.
Romeo was stopped before he could go through with it. His punishment was execution, and the rest of his family being barred from a council seat for eternity. Yeah, I'll be confused, why not?
Hell?
Lady Love dies. The ruling still stands. Carmelina is on the throne right now. Crimson Acid. Judge thinks they made the right call. It's a temporary situation. She's the highest rank outside of the council, and we're about to move to a new perfect island that Carmelina designed. This transition to our eternal home needs to go right, and she's best placed to get us through it. Lady Love dies. Has Carmelina protested the ruling in the past? Crimson Acid. She's submitted motions to have the ruling overturned and to get on the council. All have been denied, though. Lady Love dies. Can I see these motions?
Thank you.
Crimson Acid. Of course, I pulled them from the Moon database. I'll give you a little extra for free. I don't know if this helps with anything, though. Lady Love dies. Hit me. Crimson Acid. About 25 years ago, Carmelina went into isolation for a year. No one saw her.
That's weird.
Lady Love dies. Any idea why?
Weird.
Crimson Acid. She said it was for work. She had a new project and didn't want to be disturbed. Nothing ever came of it, though. We were never shown the fruits of her labour. Oh, did I find those yesterday? Is that the doorway in the corridor thing?
Got it.
Slash, maternity leave? Lady Love dies. Why do you think this matters? Crimson Acid. You know when you get a bad feeling and it festers? Maybe I just needed to say it out loud. Maybe it means something. Lady Love dies. I'll see what I find. Doomjazz's motive. Oh, Doomjazz killed the council.
Nice doing business with you.
Got the cash to pay for a secret? Hey, Happy Chap. This is a big one. Syndicate's origins aren't what they seem. I mean, I don't need this, but I want the lore. Crimson Acid. He knows the original secret. Before the first island, during the Great Betrayal, Montserrat made a mistake that got Doomjazz's father killed. This was before you joined up with the Syndicate. He was our original military general, a legendary soldier. I'd always heard rumours about him before I joined the Syndicate. You're looking to stake his work? Hey, that's totally fair. There weren't many humans the gods feared, but he was one of them. When the Syndicate fled to the first island, Montserrat made a stupid call to investigate a tomb that was supposed to contain a heavenly weapon. He was wrong. There's nothing there. Doomjazz's father attempted to hold off the pursuing armies during Montserrat's folly. It was too much. Our pursuers broke through and killed half of the syndicate before we got away.
Doesn't add up.
The incident was struck from history, but some of the existing council members know about it.
Good work.
Ais Kiwami likes to talk when he's had a drink, and Doomjazz was his closest friend. He let the secret slip. Apparently, Montserrat was planning an operation that was a repeat of the incident, but this time Akiko is in harm's way. Crimson Acid. Ais Kiwami had some skeletons in his closet. He got found out. The next island was going to be a bad time for him. He took his own life a few years ago. They loved Ice. They'd been friends since the Great Betrayal, hadn't they? Crimson Acid. Ice got Doomjazz out of the torture chamber where he lost his arms. Doomjazz refuses to give up his medical studying even as the haunted... I assume that's supposed to say Ziggurat in Scotland was besieged. He was captured, tortured, and fled after Ice broke him out. They were late joining up with the Syndicate, and Doomjazz missed his father's death. By that time, it had been covered up. The day breaks. What do you know about Lydia and Sam?
Good work.
Crimson Acid. I know that it'll cost you. I know about their last job. Lady Love dies. What last job?
Thank you.
Crimson Acid. Back in the day, Lydia told you that after she met Sam, they left the world of assassination for good, right? It isn't that easy. Once you're in that world, you are bound to it until you fulfill all of your duties.
Don't be coy.
An assassin is the most effective tool in the world. All tools have owners. In order to leave their old life behind, Lydia's former master had her do one last job.
Who knows?
She had to destabilise a government in Europe. Several dead officials allowed for a regime change. Lady Love dies. Why didn't you tell me this? We've been friends for a millennia. Crimson Acid. She's ashamed. They vowed to end the killing. Sam helped to do the job. They were in it together. It's not as romantic as the story they told everyone, is it?
I have my ways.
Always be suspicious of romantic stories, lady. Life doesn't work like that.
I don't like this.
Lady Love dies. Is this what the council murder is? A regime change?
Good.
Crimson Acid. Who can say? Was it revenge? Crime of passion? A regime change? You've got some investigating to do. Do you know why Witness would want to kill the council?
Thank you.
Let's see you, Crystal. Okay. I know Witness was growing to despise Montserrat. Montserrat was tightening his grip on us all. Montserrat was giving into paranoia, worried about his precious, perfect island.
Secrets breed mysteries.
History was repeating. The island was shrouded in
I
fear.
have my ways.
We'd all grown complacent and happy in our freedoms. Montserrat had always been building towards a perfect island and a perfect syndicate. As you know, the syndicate was formed with the goal of resurrecting our gods. 24 islands in and we weren't doing a good job. Almost all of the pyramids out in the ocean sit empty. Montserrat didn't care though. He'd decided that was step 2. Step 1 was the syndicate. Crimson Acid. Our efforts have always been divided between resurrecting the gods and improving the islands. If Montserrat could make the syndicate perfect, we could give our full attention to the gods. Lady Love dies. Why wouldn't Witness want to go along with that? Crimson Acid. You've been gone a while. Montserrat changed. So did Witness. Witness didn't trust Montserrat at all.
Sure.
Lady Love dies. Has Witness been deceived by a god? Crimson Acid. Not that I'm aware of. I've never had that suspicion. I think this is just some self-radicalisation.
Don't be coy.
He slipped further and further into worship and fear of the astral masters. You don't need to be deceived into being a servant when you've got a healthy dose of the end times fear in you.
What the hell?
Lady Love dies. So Witness murders the council to put the fear of the gods into them and refocus the syndicate on a holy mission. Crimson Acid. I'm not saying that's what happened, but if you want to pin a motive on Witness, that's what I'd go with. Witness believes we're heading for the end times.
That's weird.
Lady Love dies. How can we have an end times if our gods are dead or dormant? Crimson Acid. Only a handful of gods came to Earth. The rest of them are out there. Lady Love dies. The gods are self-serving morons. They've never looked out for their own kind.
Who knows?
Crimson Acid. Takes up with witness. I have no time for religious debates. Lady Love dies. Do you know anything about One Last Kiss? Crimson Acid. Is that her name? She's good at hiding herself, but I've seen her.
Ah,
Lady Love dies. Do you know who she is? Crimson Acid. I figure some kind of spirit. I don't know who she was in her former life, though. Lady Love dies. What do you know about the murder of Grace Bloodlines? Crimson Acid. Ah, that makes sense.
Business is business.
I have got something good. Are you buying?
Good work.
Ooh, nice crystals. Do you think it's strange that Carmelina went to the exorcism?
what the hell?
Lady Love dies. Did she? Why? Crimson Acid. I don't know. You should ask your ghost friend.
Sure.
Lady Love dies. Seems like a dangerous situation for the architect. Crimson Acid. Very. There was a reason, though. Some syndicate members used encryption and messages to each other. There's a lot of politics and scheming on the islands, after all.
Thank you.
I monitor any communications that I can. Network traffic is mostly boring, but sometimes someone forgets to encrypt something. While Carmelina was heading to Henry's apartment with Grace, she messaged Akiko and told her to step out of the room while Grace was doing the exorcism.
That's strange.
Lady Love dies. Her so-called lapse in procedure was planned. Crimson Acid. Sure was, lady. Sounds like a plot to me.
I have a bad feeling about this.
Lady Love dies. My work is never
The
done.
investigator is here.
Have you got a copy of this message? Crimson Acid. Uh-huh. They realised the mistake and scrubbed their phones afterwards, so don't expect to be able to confirm this with their phones. Besides, it was 10 years ago. Everyone got a Masahiro upgrade since then. Okay. Lady Love dies. Do you know anything about the third Holy Seal? Crimson Acid. I know that it will cost you. Nice doing business with you. It's a blood lock. Lady Love dies. How do you know that?
Don't be coy.
Crimson Acid. I have my ways. Someone let it slip.
Got it.
Lady Love dies. Who? Crimson Acid. Ice Kiwami. Lady Love dies. What made him tell you? Crimson Acid. That will always be my secret.
Sure.
Lady Love dies. Who else knows? Crimson Acid. Who can say? May the gods carry him through the cosmos, but he was easy to manipulate. He had a weakness for women and easily gave into cosmic fear.
I have my ways.
Who knows who talks to who on this island? Who knows what secret meetings happen in quiet rooms? Who knows what gets said when someone has the fear of the gods put into them?
Don't test me.
Lady Love dies. Well, that narrows it down. Do you know anything about how the council entered the penthouse?
Secrets breed mysteries.
Crimson Acid. If I knew the secrets of the seals, we wouldn't be doing this dance. Lady Love dies. I don't mean the seals. I mean, how do they go in and out frequently? Are they in there every day? Crimson Acid. The penthouse is reserved for special business. It takes a lot to get the council in there. Lady Love dies. Big building to be hardly ever used. Crimson Acid. Monster Eye loves his concrete. He wanted something large and imposing. Something to reach the heavens without the audacity of Babylon. Lady Love dies. Why not build it on the mountain if he wants to reach to the heavens?
Thank you.
Crimson Acid. The mountain is reserved for holy grounds. The temple is carved into it. You don't argue with the High Priestess. Anyway, Monster Eye decided that the council would only enter the penthouse together. His paranoia was growing unabated. Did you know he always carried a gun? The old Monster Eye never used to do that. Lady Love dies. So, it would be weird if I have evidence of a council member entering by themselves 2 days before the murder.
Weird.
Crimson Acid. If a council member did, they'd be going directly against our leader. Risky move. None of us are privy to everything that happens with the council, so I can't say for sure. I haven't heard anything about council members disobeying him, though. If that's the evidence you've got, something is definitely suspicious. Lady Love dies. Got any product that relates to Henry's father? Crimson Acid. Digging in the past, lady? Is there truth in the mists of time? Lady Love dies. An investigator investigates. The third Holy Seal is a blood lock that requires council blood. I need to know where Henry got that blood from. Crimson Acid. Henry's father is an odd one, isn't it? The Syndicate control this island. The citizens monitored like cattle. This slipped through, though. I've been trying to find out the answer myself. I don't like unknowns.
Good work.
I haven't got much, but I do have something to sell.
Good work.
Nice to do business with you. I've got records of some private financial transactions between Rena Division and Ais Kiwami.
Ooh, the investigator is here.
This is all just confirming, or more evidence supporting the theory we already have, of course. Lady Love Dies. What kind of transactions? Crimson Acid. Ais was giving her money. Henry was born 27 years ago, right? These transactions date back to 27 years and 5 months ago. Lady Love Dies. And? Crimson Acid. I thought you were an investigator. Why would a powerful council member be giving personal money in secretive transactions to a female citizen 5 months before her only child was born?
What the hell?
Lady Love Dies. Oh. Who could modify birth records on the island? Crimson Acid. What kind of modification? Lady Love Dies. Redactions. Scrub the identifiers. Crimson Acid. Doomjazz is the one that fills in and signs off on the birth records. If it was done at the time, it would have been him. Have you got redacted records? Lady Love Dies. Jealous? Crimson Acid. Curious how you have them and I don't. Lady Love Dies. I poked around in an apartment.
Funny.
Crimson Acid. I think she's saying funny, but the voice line is cutting out. Don't be coy. If you want help, tell me more. Lady Love Dies. Ais Kiwami. Crimson Acid. Well, there's the link. Him and Doomjazz are tighter than tight. If Ice put his dick where he shouldn't have and needed to hide it, Doomjazz could have helped.
Oh.
Lady Love Dies. Is there a way I can prove who tampered with the records? Crimson Acid. Not likely. Lady Love Dies. Where did our eyes take his own life? Crimson Acid. I see your train of thought. We don't know. He jumped from the roof of the HQ.
That's strange.
Lady Love Dies. Foul play? Feel Crimson Acid should have learned from the Knights Templar who had their order destroyed because they were owed a large sum of money by a monarch. Yes! Yes, you probably should. Crimson Acid. No, there were witnesses.
Sure.
Lady Love Dies. Surely you have some suspicions.
Thank you.
Crimson Acid. I think he made some mistakes. Realised how much trouble he was going to be in. I think he had let too many secrets slip and been in too many people. There are only so many indiscretions you can hide. And if you want some free advice, don't talk to Doomjazz about this. He owed Ice his life and he won't appreciate you prying.
I have a bad feeling about this.
Lady Love Dies. I have a job to do. Crimson Acid. I know. It's just advice. Almost done with Crimson Acid after about half an hour. Crimson, you got the inside track on demons on the island. Crimson Acid. You mean Shinji?
The investigator is here.
Lady Love Dies. Let's start with Shinji. Crimson Acid. He's a little arsehole, but he's harmless.
That's weird.
Lady Love Dies. You've met him? Why hasn't he been captured? Crimson Acid. He's weak. He has to choose when and where to physically manifest himself, so he avoided capture. Lady Love Dies. You've not reported him? Crimson Acid. He's helped me with a few things. He's seen things I haven't. The island's going to end. He's too weak to do anything, so what's the harm? Lady Love Dies. Could he have killed the council? Crimson Acid. No way. He has limits. He can barely hold physical objects. His weakened astral body conflicts with our reality. Lady Love Dies. What about other demons? That would be why Witness has the demonology bunker if he's convinced that it's the end times.
What?
Crimson Acid on the island. I assumed the marshals got them all after the Henry incident. Lady Love Dies. So you're not aware of any of the demons on the island that might have got into the council penthouse last night and redecorated it in a nice shade of viscera? Crimson Acid. What do you know about secret demonology labs? Lady Love Dies. You mean the one in the dead zone coded to witnesses and Carmeline's blood vials? Crimson Acid. Good work, lady. Lady Love Dies. I've been in it, but I don't know how it was kept secret. Crimson Acid. I think it was an old panic room Carmeline had designed into the island. I've never been in there, but I realised Witness was up to something a while back. He managed to keep it a secret from everyone else, but I have ways of finding things out. Lady Love dies. Why did he start down this dark path? Crimson. Acid. Witness wants to understand why Paradise fails. The fail point is demonic corruption. It rots the islands and causes the end of a paradise. Lady Love dies. I need to find out more. Lady Love dies. Did you see the architect last night?
I have my ways.
Crimson Acid. I heard she was hanging out with Witness last night. You should ask her. Seems odd. What do you know about the Fourth Holy Seal?
Don't be coy.
Crimson Acid. It's an open secret that it requires some kind of godliness to get through. Lady Love dies. An open secret? Crimson Acid. Word got out a while back. Lady Love dies. From who? Crimson Acid. Not sure. It just kind of bubbled up. Someone probably got loose-lipped after a drink. Lady Love dies. So everyone in the syndicate would know how to breach it? Crimson Acid. Not the specifics, but if anyone says they don't know anything about it, they're lying. Trying to cover their asses now you're here. Lady Love dies. Time to uncover some asses.
Business is booming.
That's going to get me banned on Twitch. Don't do that game. Crimson Acid. Go get him, Tiger. May your journey be endless, and may you reach the moon. So that's all of Crimson Acid's conversation for now. So there was I did look up some like tips and tricks for things to know about when starting the game, and apparently when you can talk to them more, they get like an exclamation mark next to their face. So I'll have to keep checking for that regularly. Just going to clear out all of these. Also, said tips and tricks revealed that the trial itself takes about an hour and there's more gameplay after it. So that's going to be fun. You know, just reading the text. I know that the speedrun achievement is less than an hour because you can just skip through the text. Please. Hey Harry, how you doing? Right, shall we go and see what's over on the what's new? Go and see what's over on the is it Crying Grudge, the one beneath the pyramid? I think it's Crying Grudge. Right, finally cleared through all that. Let's go and talk to a god if I can. Do I recall there is a lot of text in the trial? Yes, the research I did. Because I like going into games knowing where I might, you know, fall afoul of certain things, like with Disco Elysium's never-ending finale sequence. Indicated it's like Phoenix Wright levels of court drama and gameplay. So there's that to look forward to. Oh, Ari, if you haven't yet watched it, there was a 4-player speedrun of, or showcase for Phasmophobia at GDQ. It's on YouTube now. I highly recommend watching it. It's a lot of fun. Not sure I'd go that far, but there is drama. Well, I expected there to be drama, and there's a gun involved, so I expect there's probably executions if things go poorly. This way. Oh, nope, too far.
Respawning.
Actually, that should be good. Yep. It puts you at the closest save point. Right, let's go and see what's over here. in actuality this time, rather than just immediately turning around and getting back on the jet ski. Okay, there's something all the way at the top.
Nightmare computer.
Now, I might turn the game audio down. Just a thought that I might... why can I never see this other horn? There it is. Just a thought. See, this one uses all 4 of them. You know it's an important door. Nope. Oh, wait, no. There we go. That's Cosmos. And that one is... that, and then like... nope. That. And then...
Nightmare computer unlocked.
Yeah, so this is the White Lilies achievement that I unlocked accidentally by, I guess, coming to the island, but then I immediately left. Lady Love dies. Crying Grudge. Oh, Crying Grudge talks in cuneiform, apparently. Translation: why am I plagued by insects? Translation: you don't seem particularly fazed by meeting a god.
What the hell?
What do you mean by insects? Too many of you have come to see me these last few years, exploiting my weakened state.
What the hell?
Lady Love dies. Who? Crying Grudge. Also, that art is pretty cool. You're Mad King. Obsessed little shit. Oh, Angel caught some points in the Jump Catch game. The Masked Man. A sneaky one, that one. The woman that builds. She's pure in her goals. I admire her. So, Montserrat, I guess Masked Man might be Witness, Carmelina, and now you. Who are you? Lady Love dies. I'm the investigator. Crying Grudge. What are you investigating? Yeah, I noticed the other little skulls. Lady Love dies. Last night someone murdered the council. Crying Grudge. The Mad King is dead.
That's weird.
Lady Love dies. Why do you refer to Montserrat as mad? Crying Grudge. He believed he was more than he was. Anyone like that is mad. He doubled down on his madness, though. His plans for the next island. The arrogance. Lady Love dies. Who was the masked man that came to see you? Crying Grudge. Are all of you like him? Why live like that? You need to find where he took my flesh from me. Oh. Lady Love dies. Do you have a name? Crying Grudge. The one that oversees the end of an island. I've met him before. He came to me recently. Yeah, so is Witness. And that's how Diana Nagate got the, I guess, the weird flesh. I think we were theorising that Diana Nagate is Witness and Carmelina's child.
Nanny, the hell?
Lady Love dies. Witness? What did he want? Crying Grudge. My flesh.
Got it.
Lady Love dies. Why? Crying Grudge. Translation: the key to a lock, same as the woman. Lady Love dies. Yeah, the godly seal, the fourth seal. You called her a builder. Do you mean architect Carmelina? Why did she say Nani? Nani the hell? I'm thinking it's a Yakuza reference. Because Nani is Japanese for what, and it's one of the few voice lines that gets played in the Yakuza in the first 6 Yakuza games. When Kiryu says what as surprise or curiosity. It's just so random. Yeah, exactly. But it's random in the Yakuza games too. You called her a builder. Do you mean architect Carmelina? Crying Grudge. She is more creative. She had a better plan. Lady Love dies. What plan are you talking about? Crying Grudge. The flesh was fused with another. My body lives elsewhere on this island. Yep. Diana Nagate. Lady Love dies. Is this your flesh? That's the lump of flesh I got from Sam Safe. My body. That was the strip the masked man took.
The investigator is here.
Lady Love dies. How can you be so sure? Crying Grudge. Look at this wound. They match. Lady Love dies. Anyone else stop by to tear a strip off? Just casually asking a god if someone's stolen their flesh. Crying Grudge. When the Mad King wasn't so mad, he used my flesh to make the lock. He wore it on a pendant. No one can open the lock without him. Lady Love dies. What lock? Crying Grudge. The Mad King's fourth holy seal. You need my flesh to pass through it. Lady Love dies. What do you know about someone possessed by a demon? Crying Grudge. I can feel him out there. The anger emanating is like a smog. Lady Love dies. Did he get some of your flesh? Crying Grudge. He didn't come here, but who can say? Leave me. I'm bored of you. Okay, so that's that's a Steam achievement and Xbox achievement. Okay, I'm leaving. And I guess every platform that has achievements. You can also, if you don't like the voice lines, you can turn them off. There's standard, infrequent, and never is their frequencies. Right, I'm not going to talk to Doom Jazz just yet. I'm going to go, as I say, talk to Henry Division. Because I feel like he's going to have some interesting things to say that may require Doom Jazz's expertise as a doctor. Oh, right, the secret on top of the pyramid. You are correct. I assume I just run up it. I'm figuring it's probably Shinji. So close.
Respawning.
Thank you for reminding me. This is why you should stream games. Chat reminds you of stuff. Is it just... Okay, yeah, just run up the side of the pyramid. Yep, it's Shinji. How come Doom Jazz gets a yacht? Lady Love dies. He likes his private time. Shinji, how'd you put in to get one? How do I become a yacht owner? It's my dream to own a yacht. Lady Love dies. How long have you had this dream? Shinji, about 13 days.
Sure.
Lady Love dies. I think you will need to be part of the syndicate to get a yacht. Shinji, if that's the case, I'm not interested. Scholar of Demons, I guess, is the achievement for talking to all of the Shinjis, doing all of the Shinji conversations. Okay, I don't see any hearts, so I guess I've got everything. Strike me so that... Oh, it's beautiful. So that I may be stronger. Yeah, I assumed that was the last Shinji. Hang on. There's no save point over here.
Respawning.
Oh, it must be by the jet ski. You sad now? I'm sorry, Ari. Shinji will forever live in our hearts. Shinji seems like the perfect a-hole of a patron for a D&D warlock. Or for any character who makes a bargain with any fell being, to be fair. I just ran through a tree, no big deal. Bonk. Do you like these lines, chat? Some of them are pretty clean. How do I get to you? These bars on the prison bridge have been destroyed.
Sure.
I presume this is how Henry got out. The desolation cell is connected to the mainland by this bridge. There's some residue. I'll run it through Starlight.
Analyzing.
Residue sample 68.7% thermite. Oh, that's explosive then. 29% barium nitrate, 2% sulfur, 0.3% polybutadiene acrylonitrile. No traces of unknown chemicals found.
That's strange.
Lady Love dies. Starlight says this is thermite. Doesn't seem to be demonic in nature.
Ah,
Someone may have melted through these bars. Door leads to the barracks. It's a secure tunnel to the desolation cell where Henry is incarcerated. It is coded only to Akiko's blood vial. What's your on,
got
freak?
it.
What's your deal? Security. After last night, I'm here to man the bridge controls.
What the hell?
Why? Marshal Guard, these are the only controls. The Grand Marshal is guarding the killer. If he escapes again, which he won't, I'm here to raise the bridge.
Got it.
Lady Love dies. Good. Just in time. Glad Paradise is safe now. Time to do a little hacky hack. Not to be confused with a hacky sack.
Nightmare computer unlocked.
I think this is faster than sprinting. Oh, this is an interesting colour. Ready for the last Starlight skin, chat? This should be 55 of 55.
Unlocked.
I'm actually going to save as well. There it is. Generation Remix achievement unlocked. Also, I should point out,
Game
all of the achievements I've got so far in this game are rare achievements. I don't think many people play this game for very long.
Starlight skins obtained.
Bridge to nowhere. The bridge appears when the planets align. Those who walk across the bridge travel to a new reality, trapped there when the bridge disappears. So there's a Kiko. Yep. No secrets.
Nenorocito.
Okay.
What the hell?
Lady Love dies. Pardon? Grand Marshal Akiko 14. I'm calling you something unspeakable in my native language.
Oh, I'm glad to be back.
Lady Love dies. Good to see you again, Akiko. Starlight. Grand Marshal Akiko 14. Born in Mihai Day, Romania in AD 991 under the sign of New Night. The Grand Marshal recruits, trains, and leads her marshals in any military activity the Syndicate performs. Akiko was born an orphan in Mihai Day, Romania during the reign of the gods. She was drafted into the army of New Night as Damned Harmony's forces pushed across Eastern Europe. Oh no, not the Damned Harmony incident again. At age 13, she was leading guerrilla operations after exceeding at hand-to-hand and weapons-based combat. Actually, wouldn't that be guerrilla? Guerrilla? Something like that? Anyway. When the Great Betrayal happened, she fled to join the Syndicate. New Night had given her a home and a purpose. She had no intention of forsaking her god. Grand Marshal Akiko 14. I'll brief you on the murderer. Sure, we'll play along.
Sure.
Lady Love dies. I'm listening.
Che?
Grand Marshal Akiko 14. As always, the first time, I suppose. Henry Division has been incarcerated for a decade. Before his incarceration, he was arrested multiple times for arson, robbery, assault, and attempted celestial rituals. He had been under watch by his school and served a short jail time for attempting to communicate with the gods in a failed ritual. 1 year later, he succeeded in communicating with the gods. Demons poured in through the psychic pathways he opened. Henry was possessed by a demon and killed his mother in their apartment. We arrested him, but he had already tainted the island. We sealed off the area around his apartment. The concrete sarcophagus over the dead zone. Lady Love dies. Grand Marshal Akiko 14. Henry resisted arrest and murdered our chief exorcist, Grace Bloodlines. He's been kept here in the desolation cell full of inhibitors ever since.
How?
Lady Love dies. So, how did he escape? Grand Marshal Akiko 14. I removed him from his cell and took him to the ritual stone. The blood pools in the recesses of the stone and stops the tainted liquid from touching the island. That Labajiu took his chance when I opened the cell. He pushed me aside and then he was gone. This was at 23:52. You appear uninjured. Grand Marshal Akiko 14. This is Masahiro Heavy Industries Bleeding Edge Shikakawa Power Armor.
How?
So how did he get past you? My posture was incorrect. He caught me off
The
balance.
investigator is here.
Lady Love dies. How did Henry get a murder weapon? Grand Marshal Akiko 14. He took my combat knife. When he escaped, in the struggle, he grabbed my knife. Lady Love dies. Did he attack you? Grand Marshal Akiko 14. No. He took it and ran.
Where?
Lady Love dies. Where did you find him? Grand Marshal Akiko 14. Outside the council building. At 003. He was passed out. The demon did its work and left him broken. He had the knife with him. I attempted to secure the crime scene, but was unable to. We are not able to traverse the second holy seal. Atrebuishate Aduni Nabi and wrap this up so we can execute him and go to the next island. Love dies. Hey Byron.
Paradise feels wrong.
Lady Love dies. Our orders are to investigate before we execute him.
I'll kill you!
Grand Marshal Akiko 14. Don't drag this out. Do your work and let me do mine. Here's my report about last night.
That Labajiu.
And a report on the Labajiu's history. Dr. Doomjazz left his medical report with me as well. Take it. Doomjazz examined... Lady Love dies. Doomjazz examined Henry. What type of blade was a combat knife? It's a straight blade. It's like a standard knife. Grand Marshal Akiko 14. When we found him, we called the doctor. A standard practice to get him examined. Speak to Doomjazz if you want to know more.
Goodbye, Nenorochito.
Goodbye, Nenorichito.
Ah.
This is Dr. Doomjazz's medical report for Henry. Doomjazz examined him last night after his arrest. Syndicate Health Assessment Document, Citizen version.
I don't like this.
Examination instructions say that citizens should be examined but not administer medication or care beyond what is necessary. Patient's body is strong but fatigued. Shows clear sign of possession, scarring, burns, arcane sigils. Blood work shows no sign of abnormalities or intoxication.
That's weird.
Patient had visible blood around the mouth. Tests show this blood matches several victims of the council murder.
Ooh, the investigator is here.
Further samples confirmed that blood was ingested via the mouth and within the stomach of the patient, likely ingested during the attack. Patient appears free from mental illness, but is suffering from amnesia, a common side effect of demonic possession. Patient has no memory of the decade since his possession. Patient doesn't remember anything about the events of tonight. Collapse most likely due to extreme exhaustion from overexertion.
I hate demons.
During the patient's possession 10 years ago, arcane sigils were seared into his flesh by the possessing demon. These symbols were found drawn in blood at the crime scene. Since no exorcism was performed 10 years ago, Henry has been tortured by the demon contained within him.
Sure.
During prior... I asked because of the jagged lacerations which had not been accounted for. I guess that would... her personal knife would be much better quality. The jagged lacerations, we have found Lydia's knife has nicks in it, so it would produce the jagged cuts. Yes, I think it was Lydia's knife. I think that's one of the big things that we need to talk to Lydia about. And because the council members had clean cuts, but the marshals had jagged cuts. During prior examinations, the patient has complained about the white-hot rage inside of him. The patient's body had the correct dosage of demonic inhibitors. My final assessment is that the demon within the patient managed to overcome the inhibitors at a crucial moment. The patient escaped under the will of the demon with no memory of it having happened.
Got it.
Well, everything checks out. Right. I guess I should do a plot summary because I'm doing plot now. Technically speaking, the crime happened last night. Time works weird at the end of an island. But last night, someone, Grand Marshal, people would have us believe it's Henry Division, killed the 2 Grand Marshals, got through the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th Holy Seals, and murdered the council. The 2 Grand Marshals had jagged lacerations. The council had clean lacerations, implying 2 different knives. Obviously, yesterday we found a demon in the council chambers as well. Yesterday we also found Dainan Agate, who confessed to the murder and had the right kind of knife, but also said that there was a monster in the room with him. That's all the plot that's really happened. The architect is the acting council leader because Judge decided that was the best course of action, despite the fact that the architect's family has been barred from sitting on the council. So she has a motive there. Obviously, witness to the end, I think is his name. Sees the end of every island. Doesn't think enough work has been put into helping the gods. And that's really it. That's all we've learned because I'd spent 10 hours collectible hunting. I'll be talking to you in a moment.
The investigator is here.
This is where Henry started from, according to Akiko. She claims he broke free at 2352 and was found at 003. Starlight can crunch the numbers. Starlight. Lady Love dies. The distance and times don't match up.
That's weird.
He couldn't have broken free, made it to the penthouse, breached all 4 holy seals, killed the council, and have got back to the penthouse entrance to be found in the time Akiko claims.
Got it.
Oh, whoops.
That's strange.
I didn't know if it'd be something new. Henry Division.
Henry Division.
Possessed citizen accused of mass
Who
murder.
the fuck are you?
Nah, that's a valid question, Henry. Oh, instead of us getting 5 points from the jump catch game.
Henry Division.
The prime suspect. Also, I like how Starlight uses Times New Roman. It's a completely different font to everyone else in the game. A citizen born to Rena Division 27 years ago. Father unknown. Ice Kiwami. Arrested multiple times by the marshals for assault, robbery, arson, and torture. Imprisoned in the desolation cell after killing his mother during his possession 10 years ago. Intellectual and creative, but finds it difficult to apply himself. He struggled through his schoolwork until he became aware of demonology and suddenly developed an interest in occult mathematics.
Who the fuck are you?
Got it.
Lady Love dies, an investigator. I want to ask you some questions about last night.
Wanna have a nice little chat?
Henry Division. Okay, let's have a chat, a talk, a nice sit down.
Sure.
Lady Love dies. Let's start with your history. You're a citizen, born on this island 27 years ago. No one knows who your father is. Well, we do, actually. Well, we have credible evidence to support a theory.
I'm shocked! Stunned!
Henry Division. That's weird. Isn't it, an investigator? You syndicate fucks control this whole island, but you don't know who fucked my mom? No DNA check? No nothing?
Got it.
Lady Love dies. You've been in and out of the Marshall Detention Centre more times than anyone
Is
else.
this a fact
Fighting,
or a truth?
robbery, arson, torture. And then finally you got locked up when you were possessed by a demon and killed your mother.
Don't test me.
You broke the law and started communicating with the
When
gods.
love dies, all that remains are the facts.
An act forbidden, because the psychic pathways opened allow demons, other alien races, to enter our reality and corrupt the island. Henry Division. I grew up without a dad on a synthetic island in a different reality, forced to worship gods that want to rule the world. I needed something to do. And some fuck started giving me books on demonology. Said I was a gifted astral communicator or some shit.
Oh,
Lady Love dies. You don't know who it was?
What fucking ever.
Henry Division. Are you fucking deaf? Well, the evidence apparently suggests it's Yuri. Lady Love dies. Sounds like I need to look into this. Henry Division. They memed! They memed hard! Sounds like I need to look into this. Lady Love dies. I'm going to need a drink after this. Lady Love dies. Unfortunately, you can't have a drink. You bought all of them on the island. Henry Division. I'm going to...
When love dies, all that remains are the facts.
Lady Love dies. Stop it.
The investigator is here.
You couldn't handle communicating with cosmic beings, and a demon possessed you. Cosmic radiation poured out of you, and now we have the Dead Zone. A demon possessed you, and you killed your mother, and Grace Bloodlines, our chief exorcist.
Whatever you fucking say.
I'm going to be sympathetic. Lady Love dies. I understand this is hard. You're the victim of possession.
What fucking ever.
Henry Division. The fuck do you understand? I don't even know you. What do you know about demons?
Don't test me.
Lady Love dies. I used to be the head of the Paradise Psycho unit. My investigations touched on gods and demons. Henry Division. Used to be? Lady Love dies. I let a god get into my head. He almost wiped out the islands. I was exiled. Henry Division. Poetic. Two lawbreakers. What could go wrong?
Are you fucking kidding me?
Are we gonna fucking get down to some actual questioning or what?
Sure.
Lady Love dies. Before that, tell me about the demon inside you.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Henry Division. I've had 10 years of this fucking thing writhing around inside me. Glass shards in my bones, blood boiling, flesh on fire. It's been a real fucking party. Lady Love dies. How does the demon make you act? Henry Division. My body used to be real pretty. Now look at me. I'm a grey husk covered in this demonic shit. These sigils constantly cook my flesh. 10 years of the stench of my own flesh being seared. I'd say it's had a pretty negative impact on my outlook and behaviour.
Whatever you fucking say.
Got any fucking questions or what? Oh, let's hang out with him. He literally has no choice. Lady Love dies. Let's talk, Henry.
The investigator is here.
I need to know more about you. Tell me about your childhood. Henry Division. Oh, you know, the usual. Enslaved, forced to worship nightmare gods, that kind of thing.
Are you fucking kidding me?
How do people sleep at night? You abduct us from the real world and use us as cattle. Lady Love dies. This whole thing is messed up.
What?
Henry Division. What?
Ooh.
Lady
the
Love dies.
investigator is here.
24 islands and we're no closer to our goal. All we've done is churn through citizens and lose each other to murder and demonic invasions. Henry Division. So why are you here? Lady Love dies. The cycle will continue, one way or another. I'm trying to make it the best I can.
Whatever you fucking say.
I mean, he literally can't go anywhere else, but I get the point. Okay, we've got a few. Lady Love dies. What's your motive for killing the council? Henry Division. Is that a joke, investigator?
What a fucking surprise.
You syndicate fucks drag us citizens from the real world onto your shithole island and treat us like cattle. We worship your gods while you leech our psychic energy.
Whatever you
I hate
fucking
you.
say.
I hate the syndicate. I hate your council. That's my motive. I don't know about anyone else, especially all you syndicate fucks.
Sure.
This is being honest. Lady Love dies. What about the demon inside of you?
I spent my entire life adrift.
Henry Division. I can feel it on the edge of my consciousness all the time. Shadows on the periphery of my
I
vision.
have a bad feeling about this.
Lady Love dies. Did it make you kill? Henry Division. This demon is pure rage. White, hot, scalding rage has burned my mind for a decade. The demon wants to see this island scorched into nothing. I'd do anything to placate him. Oh, we're being direct, I guess. Did you kill the council and martial guards?
My mind is like a desert covered in fog.
Henry Division. I don't remember. I've been told I killed them. Maybe I did. My memory is fleeting, like mirages in the desert that disappear when I get close. Lady Love dies. Do you remember anything about the night? Henry Division. New Knight.
That's strange.
Lady Love dies. New Knight. The warrior goddess? Henry Division. My mind is like a desert covered in fog. I can see things coming out of the fog, and sometimes I can walk towards them and latch on. My memory about last night is different. There's nothing there. No fog. No desert. Just an expanse. Except I can see New Knight.
Sure.
Lady Love dies. Did someone say New Knight to you last night? Well, no, because he was presumably just taken into the barracks, held there, and then, taken on as necessary to... Or taken through the barracks, sorry. Taken onto the council, and then discovered there. Henry Division. No. I don't know. But maybe? I think I saw the goddess. Lady Love dies. You saw a goddess. Was this before or after you were found by the marshals?
Not a fucking thing.
Henry Division. I don't fucking know, investigator. Why don't you go and find out instead of making me do your job? Lady Love dies. Did you go through the barracks last night? Henry Division. Why are you asking? Lady Love dies. The only statue of New Knight is in the barracks. Henry Division. Well, guess I did then. Good investigating. You nailed it.
Not a fucking thing.
Any fucking idea how that happened? Lady Love dies. What everyone is saying about what you did last night might be wrong. Henry Division. Some excitement. Finally. Just how many do we have? Okay. Oh. Lady Love dies. You've got a locked safe in your apartment. Can I get into it?
What fucking ever?
Henry Division. Get fucked, investigator. Okay, I guess not. Lady Love dies. Tell me about how you ended up like this.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Henry Division. What's to tell? A bored kid finds his calling. Gets punished for it.
Got it.
Lady Love dies. That calling being illegally communicating with the gods and causing a demonic invasion.
I'm shocked.
Henry
Stunned.
Division. We all need a hobby. Now I'm here. Tell me how you escaped.
What fucking ever?
Henry Division. You fucking tell me, investigator.
The demon wants to see this island.
I can't remember.
Scorched into nothing.
Lady Love dies. Can you remember anything before you
I
escaped?
spent my entire life adrift.
Henry Division. Agitation. Screams inside me. They woke me up for the first time in years. Lady Love dies. Screams. Henry Division. There was a burst of them. My whole body felt like it was on fire. I wanted to burst out of this world.
Sure.
Lady Love dies. Any idea what caused this?
What a fucking surprise!
Henry Division. It's your fucking job to find out. Did you kill the martial guards outside the council building? Oh, Angel winning 5 points in the jump catch game. Henry Division. Yes. No.
The demon wants to see this island.
If you say so.
Scorched into nothing.
Lady Love dies. No memory? Henry Division. Are you beginning to get the hint? Henry, did you go through the second Holy Seal? Henry Division. The what?
Got it.
Lady Love dies. Did you go to a plateau on a barely known planet in space to get to the council last night?
I'm shocked. Stunned.
Henry Division. Can you even hear yourself? What the fuck does any of that mean? Lady Love dies. No memory? Henry Division. You're beginning to get it. Lady Love dies. What can you tell me about the murder of Grace Bloodlines? Henry Division. I killed her, didn't I? Lady Love dies. You were found guilty of it.
Not a fucking thing.
Henry Division. Then why the fuck are we talking? You know I did it.
The facts and the truth are not the same.
A guilty conviction and the truth are not the same.
I must be the bad guy, right?
Henry Division. If I'm the suspect in so many crimes, I must be the bad guy, right? Lady Love dies. That's what I'm here to find out. Did Did you go through the bloodlock in the council building? Henry Division. What does the one in the armour say? Lady Luft dies. Akiko? That you killed the council, so you went through all the holy seals. Henry Division. There you go then. Lady Luft dies. No memory? Henry Division.
The investigator is here.
Lady Luft dies. I found your blood on the lock. It puts you at the scene.
Fucking surprise.
Henry Division. Then why are you asking me? Do you know anything about your father? Henry Division. What do you think? He wasn't around when I was born. Lady Luft dies. Did your mother know him?
My mind is like a desert covered in fog.
Henry Division. I think so. She'd never talk about him. I think she loved him. She was scared of talking about him. Find my father. Henry, do you know the name Ice Kiwami? Henry Division. Never heard of him. Is he my dad? Lady Luft dies. Looks like it. Henry Division. Is he a good man?
Sorry.
Lady Luft dies. He, took his own life a few years ago. I'm sorry.
What a fucking surprise.
Henry Division. Fucking perfect!
My mind is like a desert covered in fog.
At least he doesn't know what his son did. Lady Luft dies. Allegedly did.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Henry Division. What fucking ever? What do you know about K-Hux's disappearance? Henry Division. Who the fuck is that? Did you see the architect last night? Henry Division. Who? Did you see Crimson last night?
Not a fucking thing.
Who the fuck is that? What do you know about the fourth Holy Seal?
Are you fucking kidding me?
Henry Division. What the fuck is that? Lady Luft dies. One of the Henry Division. Uninterested.
Whatever you fucking say.
Get with the program. I have no memory. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Know anything about demons on the island? Henry Division. Besides me.
I'm shocked.
No.
Stunned.
Also, I realised it is, in fact, the AR view that tells you when they have something new to tell you. Like, Crimson Acid has something new to tell me, even though I exhausted all possible options with her when I was there last.
Grand Marshal Akiko 14.
Oh, Akiko, sorry. Let's hang out with Grand Marshal Akiko. Got a minute, Akiko?
Rahat.
Grand Marshal Akiko 14. You're going to die. Lady Luft dies. Humour me.
Freak.
Grand Marshal Akiko 14. Having fun playing detective?
I don't like this.
Lady Luft dies. Investigator.
Nenorochito.
Grand Marshal Akiko 14. Whatever, Nanorechito. Hurry up and get this investigation done. I'm waiting for you to tell me what I already know.
What?
Lady Luft dies. What you already know?
That Labajiu.
Grand Marshal Akiko 14. That Labajir in the cage. He needs a bullet between the eyes.
Crime is repulsive.
Lady Luft dies. That hasn't been proven yet.
I was born to investigate.
An investigator needs to soak in the facts, breathe in the evidence, savour the tester.
Dracului din gură.
Tachi Draculi Dingura. I don't care.
This has been delightful.
Everyone has so much to tell me. It's like I've been ignoring them. It's like there's a murder investigation happening. Expect this for the next couple of streams.
Paradise feels wrong.
Do you really believe Henry did this? Every bit of security breached by a citizen.
That Labajiu.
This Grand Marshal Akiko 14. This Labajiu isn't a normal citizen. He's possessed by a demon.
Do you want to die?
Of course I believe he did it. He broke free when I was there, and we found him outside of the council building. Lady Luft dies. You don't have any doubts?
Nenorochito.
Are you stupid, Nenorochito? Lady Luft dies. Can you think of anyone that has motive for this crime?
Ești pe bune.
Grand Marshal Akiko 14. Investigator, ești pe bune.
That Labajiu.
The Labajiu in the cell did it. Don't waste my
The
time.
investigator is here.
Lady Luft dies. You can't think of anyone else with a motive for killing the council and threatening the entire structure of the syndicate. It's like you're ignoring all of the primary suspects in the high-profile murder investigation. Hey, Unstable Desk, don't come here and bring facts into it. This is a murder investigation. We don't deal with facts here. We deal with the
I'll
truth.
kill you.
What do you think?
I have a bad feeling about this.
Lady Love Dies. Is that a...
Bye, Nenorochito.
Have you got a motive? Akiko?
Nenorochito.
Investigator, Eshtepebune. I don't have a motive, Nenorochito. I'm a soldier. Soldiers have honour and live to serve, despite in Fatamea. Lady Love Dies. I'll assume that's a no then. Oh, you know we're provoking her. Does your relationship with Captain Voth have anything to do with this?
Nenorochito.
Oh,
An illicit relationship that got found out would be punishable.
Muista.
Grand Marshal Akiko 14. I'll kill you.
got it.
Lady Love Dies. Careful.
Ah, the facts and the truth are not the same.
You've been asking for the marshals to be inducted, haven't you?
Chedraku.
Grand Marshal Akiko 14. It's a reasonable request. We guard these islands. Lady Love Dies. But you've been denied. What if there was an incident that prompted the council to reconsider? The crime to end all crimes on the eve of Perfect 25, for example.
Și asta ce înseamnă?
Grand Marshal Akiko 14. I admire you, Nenorochito. You believe so fully in all sorts of little stories and fantasies. Must be nice being so credulous, undaunted by the world.
Don't test me.
Lady Love Dies. Is that a denial then? Grand Marshal Akiko 14. Of course. Lady Love Dies. You were found out. You were going to be punished next island for your relationships with your marshals. That gives you a clear motive. Kill the council to protect yourself.
Rahat!
Esti Plinter Rahat.
Ooh, the investigator is here.
Lady Love Dies. Which means... Grand Marshal Akiko 14. You are full of shit. You don't know anything. I live by the rules. I'm a woman of honour. Lady Love Dies. We'll see about that. Tell me about your movements last night. I need your alibi.
Ce?
Grand Marshal Akiko 14. Have you read my report? Were you listening to what I told you? Esther Bloomer?
I need to investigate this.
Lady Love Dies. It doesn't include what you did between Henry escaping and being found.
Nenorochito.
Grand Marshal Akiko 14. I called witness when it happened. At
Nenorochito.
23:52? Yes, Nenorochito. At 23:52. Then I ordered my marshals to secure other syndicate members. Lady Love Dies. What about the council?
Soldiers of honor.
Grand Marshal Akiko 14. My best marshals were guarding them. They reported in all clear. Lady Love Dies, but then they were killed.
Do you want to die?
Grand Marshal Akiko 14. Is this a joke to you, Nenorochito? Do you want to die by my hand?
Sure.
Lady Love Dies. What did you do next? Grand Marshal Akiko 14. I went back to the barracks to organise the search for Henry.
That Labagiu.
I found where he had torn the prison bridge bars apart to escape. The Labagiu could have been anywhere. The Holy Seal Marshals stopped responding. That's when we found Henry outside the council building.
What time?
003. Lady Love Dies. That's precise.
Nenorochito.
Grand Marshal Akiko 14. Being precise is my job.
Sure.
Lady Love Dies. Can anyone corroborate this?
Nenorochito.
Grand Marshal Akiko 14. The word of the Grand Marshal isn't good enough for you, Nenorochito?
The truth remains obscured.
And then Lady Love Dies. An investigator can't go off your word.
Muista.
Grand Marshal Akiko 14. Muista, witness will confirm the phone call. My marshals will confirm the rest.
Thank you.
Lady Love Dies. Thank you for your cooperation.
Crime cannot hide.
Can I see your phone records?
Ești prost?
Grand Marshal Akiko 14. Ești prost? My records are classified. Lady Love Dies. You're refusing to give evidence?
Classified.
Neno.
Got it.
Classified Nenorochito? I get it.
Where?
Where did you say you were when you phoned witness?
Do you want to die?
Grand Marshal Akiko 14. You make my life unbearable.
Don't test me.
I'm just trying to find the truth.
You're trying to find the wrong truth.
I called him as I left the desolation cell.
The facts and the truth are not the same.
Lady Love Dies. Well, I've been able to access your phone records. They say you were elsewhere.
Nenorochito.
Nenorochito, where?
The facts and the truth are not the same.
Lady Loved Eyes. Why don't you tell me where you really were? Grand Marshal Akiko 14. I was here.
What?
How did you access that data? Oh, she's not looking terribly confident anymore. Lady Loved Eyes. Running Winston's phone through a comms tower.
Prost.
Grand Marshal Akiko 14. Prost, you tried to backtrace the position of an encrypted phone through a comms tower? Of course the location is different. The encryption bounces the signal around.
Sure.
Lady Loved Eyes. The wrong truth is why I like this game. It is a good message. A good point, sorry. I'll take your word for it. Do you know where K Hooks is? Grand Marshal Akiko 14. No, he's been missing for several days.
Got it.
Lady Loved Eyes. Have you searched for him? Grand Marshal Akiko 14. What do you think? My marshals conducted a brief search, but we are stretched thin at the end of an island. There are several thousand citizens that need rounding up and taking to the slaughter ritual. Lady Loved Eyes. Do you have any suspicions about what happened to him? Grand Marshal Akiko 14. No. If he wants to disappear, then let him.
Got it.
Lady Loved Eyes. Even though a mass murder happened last night? Grand Marshal Akiko 14. He didn't do it. Henry did. Lady Loved Eyes. Of course. Tell me about why your necklace is in K Hooks' workshop.
I'll put your head on a spike.
Grand Marshal Akiko 14. You think you stumbled onto something, don't you, Nenorochito?
Hot.
Got me at the scene of a crime. K Hooks made my necklace and it broke a while ago. I took it to him to get repaired before the end of the island. Lady Loved Eyes. When was this? Grand Marshal Akiko 14. Akiko, sorry. About a month ago. When he went missing, I accepted that fate had decided that the necklace wasn't supposed to go to the next island. It's important to let things go. Lady Loved Eyes. So you haven't been to his workshop in the last few days. Grand Marshal Akiko 14. There are slightly more important things to do at the end of an island. Sorry, 1 second, I need to hydrate. I'm going to get through the Grand Marshal's dialogue, like all of it, and then I'm going to take my bonus break. Lady Loved Eyes. There's nothing in your report about Henry seeing New Night during his escape.
Prost.
Grand Marshal Akiko 14. The babbling of a Labadew possessed by a demon. Lady Loved Eyes. There's only one statue of New Night on the island, correct? Grand Marshal Akiko 14. Why does it matter?
Crime cannot hide.
Lady Loved Eyes. Where is it?
Nenorochito.
Grand Marshal Akiko 14. Why do you care?
Don't test me.
Lady Loved Eyes. Just answer the question. Grand Marshal Akiko 14. The statue is in the barracks. The goddess only gives her attention to soldiers.
Sure.
Lady Loved Eyes. So how could Henry have seen it last night? Grand Marshal Akiko 14. He couldn't have. The barracks are secure. He's spouting gibberish to confuse you, Nenorochito.
Is this a fact or a truth?
Lady Loved Eyes. I'm just gonna ask. Akiko, did you take him through the barracks last night?
Turfa.
And Marshal Akiko 14. Are you out of your mind? You think I helped him escape? Nonsense. Goodbye, Nenorochito. Lady Loved Eyes. If Henry went through the HQ to get to the council building, why didn't he show up on the HQ logs? The nightmare computer at the entrance to the HQ didn't log Henry entering the HQ.
That's a lie, Nenorochito.
Grand Marshal Akiko 14. What is this, Rahat?
Crime is repulsive.
Lady Loved Eyes. The logs contradict your
I'm a
report.
soldier.
Grand Marshal Akiko 14. What do you want me to say? I don't know how those things work. Maybe there was a malfunction. Maybe he found a way to slip past. Lady Loved Eyes. Does that seem likely?
Turfa.
Grand Marshal Akiko 14. Stop asking me to do your job. Lady Loved Eyes. When you found Henry, did you see a bloody bottle lying around? Grand Marshal Akiko 14. Desperate Vorbresti?
You need to back off.
What bottle? There wasn't any bottle. Why are you wasting time?
Crime cannot hide.
Lady Loved Eyes. You saw nothing to suggest the blood in Henry's stomach had been administered artificially?
Do you want to die?
Grand Marshal Akiko 14. Of course not. Stop dragging this out with stupid theories. Lady Loved Eyes. How did Henry manage to escape? Grand Marshal Akiko 14. I thought I gave you my report. Must have been dreaming. Or hallucinating.
I don't like this.
Lady Luft Dice. Okay, I get it. How did the bars of the bridge get broken? Grand Marshal Akiko 14. Henry broke through them. Lady Luft Dice. What if he didn't? Grand Marshal Akiko 14. Right.
The investigator is here.
Lady Luft Dice. Starlight's analysis of the residue on the bars says that it was explosives. Grand Marshal Akiko 14. Starlight is wrong. Your little machine is trying to analyse something demonic and doing the best it can. Lady Luft Dice. How did Henry escape if he was sedated? Grand Marshal Akiko 14. The Labaji played us. The inhibitors needed to be stronger. Lady Luft Dice. The report says they were the correct dosage.
Ula.
Grand Marshal Akiko 14. What if the demon tricked us, though? If the demon could slow Henry's body down, the dosage of inhibitors needed would be lower. The demon maintains this act, and then, when the time comes, he drops the pretense and makes his move. Lady Luft Dies. Is that likely? Grand Marshal Akiko 14. As likely as anything then Norochito. Not that it matters. It is what happened. Lady Luft Dies. Why were you on your own when Henry escaped? Grand Marshal Akiko 14. It was just one Bula prisoner that was supposed to be sedated. Why not take a squad of marshals? Just to be sure.
Freak.
Grand Marshal Akiko 14. I'll admit hubris. My marshals do not come to the next island with us. They engaged in their final prayers. I wanted them to have one last moment of happiness before being wiped out. Lady Love Dies. Soldiers aren't supposed to know happiness when duty has to be done. So many questions. What can you tell me about the guards at the First Holy Seal? Grand Marshal Akiko 14. Soldiers of honour, my two most trusted soldiers.
How?
Lady Love Dies. How did Henry get the jump on two highly ranked marshals?
Rahat!
Grand Marshal Akiko 14. It's easy to judge and mock when you haven't lived through hell, Nenorochito. A demon is a vile foe, unpredictable, frenzied, blood-crazed. My marshals will have fought valiantly, but an unknown foe overcame them. Lady Love Dies. Unknown? Grand Marshal Akiko 14. Demons come from all corners of the heavens. It is impossible to know how each acts or fights. Lady Love Dies. Why haven't the bodies of the marshals been cleared away? I feel Love Dies may have lived through two separate Yes, I feel like she may have done. Grand Marshal Akiko 14. Judge ordered me to leave them for you to investigate. I protested. They deserve better than to be poked at by someone playing detective. I need to hydrate, I'm sorry. Can I see your sword?
Ești pe bune?
Grand Marshal. There had better be a stunning reason why you're asking, Nenorochito. Lady Love Dies. I'm checking a lead about the weapon used to murder the marshals.
Nenorochito, you're out of your mind.
Do not disgrace their memory by chasing wild
I
theories.
have a bad feeling about this.
Lady Love Dies. Akiko.
Ești prost?
Grand Marshal Akiko 14. Nu mă conduce nebun, investigator. Here. Lady Love Dies. This sword has seen some use. The blade is nicked. A nicked blade is consistent with the neck wounds on the marshals.
Thank you.
Thank you, Akiko. Do you think the knife used to kill the first Holy Seal marshals was the one taken by Henry? Grand Marshal Akiko 14. It's like I'm talking to myself sometimes. Of course I do. Lady Love Dies. Can you describe it? Grand Marshal Akiko 14. It's a smooth-bladed combat knife.
The investigator is here.
Lady Love Dies. You're positive about the smoothness of the blade? Grand Marshal Akiko 14. Yes, listos ristos. It hasn't been used before now. My old knife became damaged during a training exercise recently. Lady Love Dies. What happened with the prisoners you removed from the barracks prison? Grand Marshal Akiko 14. It's classified, Nenorochito.
Paradise feels wrong.
Lady Love Dies. I disagree. Why were they removed? Grand Marshal Akiko 14. Investigated, though, and being processed before the slaughter ritual. We don't just open the prison gates and let them wander over to the temple. Yeah, I'm surprised their swords in such disrepair, actually.
Ooh, the investigator is here.
Lady Love dies. They were removed before the slaughter ritual. What happened to them? Grand Marshal Akiko 14. They were processed, then returned to their cells.
Sit.
Lady Love dies. The logs don't show them being returned.
Nenorochito, you're out of your mind.
Grand Marshal Akiko 14. You don't have access to the full martial network, so you can't prove that. You also don't get to question how I run my army. I'm just going to say it right now. The Grand Marshal is completely full of shit. Pry, Ewan Voth. Tell me about Ewan Voth. Grand Marshal Akiko 14. Captain Voth.
Nenorochito.
Magar. Don't you dare speak about my marshals without proper rank.
Fine is repulsive.
Lady Love dies. You were in a relationship with him.
Freak.
Grand Marshal Akiko 14. Relationships between myself and the marshals are expressly forbidden. Lady Love dies. Doesn't mean it didn't happen.
Rahat.
Grand Marshal Akiko 14. Watch yourself, Nenorochito. A lot of murder has happened on this island. Would anyone notice some Pishtar investigator going missing? I took a blood sample from the dead marshals. They don't match marshal records.
Touch. Dracului din gură.
What rahat is this now?
I don't like this.
Lady Love dies. Certainly a lot of inconsistencies between her story and the evidence. Yes, there is. I don't think those dead bodies are marshals.
Rahat.
Grand Marshal Akiko 14. That is total rahat, investigator. Starlight ran the samples. Are you saying... Grand Marshal Akiko 14. I'm saying Starlight got it wrong. Your little pocket calculator is wrong. Lady Love dies. Starlight connects to the central syndic... Grand Marshal Akiko 14. It's wrong. You can... You're not supplying any evidence to support your theory that the computer is wrong here. Why wasn't the maintenance grid checked before the council entered the building? Grand Marshal Akiko 14. It was, several days ago. Lady Love dies. It's since been tampered with and your marshals didn't catch it. It's a security breach on your watch. Grand Marshal Akiko 14. I'll look into it. Lady Love dies. A little late now. Yeah, because how many are there? Good grief. Okay. During Henry's exorcism 10 years ago, you left Grace Bloodlines alone with him.
Rahat.
Grand Marshal Akiko 14. Why are we talking about this, Nenorochito? How does this relate to the council murder?
Got it.
Lady Love dies. That's what I'm trying to find out.
You need to back off.
Grand Marshal Akiko 14. Yes. I made a
I
mistake.
don't like this.
Lady Love dies. This seems to be a pattern. Tell me about the message you got from Carmelina on the day of Henry's exorcism.
You're trying to find the wrong truth.
Grand Marshal Akiko 14. What
The
message?
facts and the truth are not the same.
Lady Love dies. Carmelina sent you a message telling you to leave Grace alone with Henry.
Mister.
Grand Marshal Akiko 14. No, she didn't. Lady Love dies. I have a copy of the message right here. She's relying on pride and force of will to counter the evidence. Justice on this island isn't based on the word of honourable people. It's true. Justice on this island is based on the truth you can prove.
Nenorochito.
Grand Marshal Akiko 14. Someone's giving you false evidence, Nenorochito. The architect was there that day, but she didn't tell me to do anything. She doesn't have authority over me.
Crime cannot hide.
Lady Love dies. Then why did you step out of the room? Grand Marshal Akiko 14. I considered the scene and prisoner secure. I needed to make sure that the architect was safe. Corrupted areas are full of danger. Did you see the architect last night?
Freak.
Grand Marshal Akiko 14. You should ask her, Nenorochito. I'm not her babysitter. Did you see Crimson last night?
Nenorochito.
Grand Marshal Akiko 14. I don't know if you realise this, Nenorochito, but I had my hands full last night. I don't know where Crimson was. Go ask her. Henry's. What do you know about Henry's demonic possession 10 years ago?
Pula.
Grand Marshal Akiko 14. What do you want, Nenorochito? I told you about his possession. Lady Love dies. Why wasn't he executed when he was arrested? He posed a threat to the island. Grand Marshal Akiko 14. Are you stupid? The demon wouldn't die with him. The demon would escape into the
The
island.
investigator is here.
Lady Love dies. So why execute him at the end of the island? Why not let him blink out of existence with the old island? Grand Marshal Akiko 14. That's the way it is, Nenorochito. Criminals get theirs. Lady Love dies. He's a victim. He didn't want the demon to possess him. Grand Marshal Akiko 14. What do you know? You sure I didn't invite the demon in? You got deceived by a god. Don't forget that. Enervisi. Round and round the mulberry bush the monkey chased the weasel. She is talking in circles, rather. What do you know about the second Holy Seal? Grand Marshal Akiko 14. I know the Labadew in the cell got through it and killed the council.
Rahat.
I also know you're wasting time and not executing him. Do you know anything about the third Holy Seal? Grand Marshal Akiko 14. I know this Labadew went through it and killed the council. Lady Love dies. What do you know about the fourth Holy Seal? Grand Marshal Akiko 14. She contaza asta?
That's strange.
Lady Love dies. Sorry? Grand Marshal Akiko 14. I said, what does it matter? Whatever it was, this Labadew got through it and needs to be executed. Serios. Trebuie să te tădui nenorocito.
Don't test me.
Thanks for your help. Know anything about demons on the island?
Nenorocito.
Grand Marshal Akiko 14. We exterminated them, Nenorochito. Okay, we're finally done. May your night be bright and may you reach the moon, blah blah blah. Well, while I'm here,
Henry Division.
did you see the Grand Marshal last night?
Not a fucking thing.
Henry Division. Of course I saw her. She was supposed to execute me, right? I don't remember a fucking thing, but that's what was supposed to happen, right? You know what? Fair. Right, I'm gonna get back to the main island because the red is hurting my eyes. Can I? Yes, I can. Right, clear out the case files. Why is the report his alibi? Shouldn't that be motive? Anyway. I wish there were a clear all button. I get why there isn't, don't get me wrong, but I wish there were. That's the only thing we really have as an alibi for him, but I don't believe it. But why is that an alibi? How does that prove he didn't do it? Unless I'm just misunderstanding something. So I was hoping the Grand Marshal would appreciate me sticking on with sticking to like being professional, but she didn't. She didn't. Oh, I've got to talk to the marshal at the barracks door entrance, I guess. Still plenty of stuff to do. I didn't mean to press control. That's on me. Right, well, Lydia's right here. And by right here, I mean over there. Yuri's the closest. Just trying to think what order to do things in. There are more holes in her story than a sponge. That's fair. That's very fair. I wouldn't count that as an alibi. I would count that as like an alibi breaker if there's a report saying that he could have done it. I think I might just go like the long way around. Start with Crimson, go to Lydia, then Sam. Do the loop of everyone, and then loop again if I've unlocked any other like information to talk to people about. But I need to go to Doom Jazz for like the flesh, I think still. Maybe? I didn't mean to press Q, that's on me. I must press tab, which is next to Q. It's evidence. Nope. Is it this one? Nope. Is it under the daybreaks? Nope. Okay, right, I don't need to go to the Doom Jazz because it's been confirmed, of course. Might wear Crimson just because Crimson seems to only dole out secrets when you're ready to process them based on her prior conversation. That's fair. Yeah, I might go the other way around actually thinking about it. Start with Yuri Knight. Just going to go and stand in front of him because that's not creepy at all. That is a confident individual. Also, I hope this island is warm. However, it is wellness break time. YouTube, I'm just going to pause the recording, but for the sake of everything, there is Toadbird. All hell. Back to the recording. I've got a lot of talking to do.
Yuri Knight.
Secretary to the Architect.
The investigation fee.
Thanks, Yuri Knight.
Got it.
Lady Love Dice. I don't believe we've ever met before.
Yuri Knight.
Starlight, Yuri Knight, secretary to the Architect and the Ferrywoman's handler. Born in the marble chambers on Island Sequence 15 under the sign of Dire Rose. Yuri is new to the Syndicate and has quickly risen through the ranks.
Pathetic.
Yuri Knight, I can't believe in our darkest hour that Judge called on you. Lady Love Dies. I understand you're secretary to Architect Carmelina and Lydia's handler during her ferrywoman duties?
Don't make me laugh.
Yuri Knight, did you manage to deduce that?
Oh, I'm glad to be back.
Lady Love Dies, I'm so glad Judge brought me
What
back.
business is it of yours?
Yuri Knight, be a good freak. Get Henry prosecuted and then you can disappear back up to exile.
Sure.
Lady Love Dies, you're convinced it was Henry?
Don't be snide with me.
Yuri Knight, obviously I can only aspire to your level, but I think it's pretty clear.
What do you want?
Let's get to business. What do you want, freak?
Crime cannot hide.
Lady Love Dies, no mention of grieving for our loss?
Worthless.
You're a knight. Grieving is a sign of weakness.
Insufferable.
I said let's get to business. Stop dragging this out. What a face that is that he's pulling. Got time to chat, Yuri?
What do you want, freak?
You weren't part of the syndicate before I was exiled.
What?
Yuri Knight. Is that a statement or a question? A question. Then phrase it like a question.
What the hell?
Lady Love Dice, you're serious. Yuri Knight. Is that a statement or a question? Lady Love Dice. What's your history with the syndicate?
Worthless.
Yuri Knight. I was born to low-ranking syndicate members, barely footnotes in our history. They say children naturally rebel against their parents. I am evidence. They were content to wallow in obscurity, and now I am secretary to the architect. Lady Love Dies. How did...
No.
Yuri Knight. No, thank you. Lady Love Dies. Sorry? Yuri Knight. I'm not interested in talking with you about myself anymore.
Goodbye, freak.
This has been delightful.
Has our relationship increased, though? Okay, so we're just going to be asking everyone about the seals, huh? Cool. Lady Love Dies. Do you believe Henry did this? Yeah, they are kind of rude, aren't they?
Insufferable.
Yuri Knight. What an insufferable question.
Yes.
Of course he did it. The Grand Marshal has him in custody.
What the hell?
Lady Love Dies. No suspicions of anyone else?
Pathetic.
Yuri Knight. The islands are full of schemers. You know that. Lady Love Dies. Want to drop anyone in it, Yuri? Dish the dirt on someone? Oh, Ari, while I'm thinking about it, while you're here. Do you just want to, like, off-stream hang out and play horror games at some point? We've obviously got Phasmo, we've got Forewarned. I'm sure there may be some free multiplayer horror games out there.
What?
Yuri Knight. What?
Who?
Lady Love Dies. Who's got a motive to kill the council, Yuri?
Insufferable.
Yuri Knight. The killer is in the cell waiting to be executed.
Don't test me.
I'll figure out when I'm free and get back to you. Lady Love Dies. Let's say he isn't the killer. Yuri Knight. He is. Lady Love Dies. It's a thought experiment, Yuri. Play along. If Henry didn't kill the council, who else has motive?
Worthless.
Yuri Knight. Fine. I'll play along. You should investigate Crimson.
What the hell?
Lady Love Dies. Gave that name up pretty easily.
Freak.
Yuri Knight. I've had my suspicions for a while.
Why?
Lady Love Dies. Why?
Insufferable.
Yuri Knight. Something sits wrong with her. Why did she get blessed? What will stop her wanting more power now that she's blessed? She's too smug.
That's strange.
Lady Love Dies. That seems tenuous.
The investigation freak.
Yuri Knight. You're the investigation freak. Investigate. Oh, in case anyone was curious about playing Disco Elysium after seeing it on the channel, it got updated a couple of days ago with dyslexic-friendly font. I think it uses the Open Dyslexia or whatever, but that's pretty cool, considering most of that game is reading.
Where?
Lady Love Dies. Where were you last night? Yuri Knight. I was directing the Ferry Woman all night. Lady Love Dies. From where? Yuri Knight. Here, in the Celebratory Gardens.
Sure.
Lady Love Dies. You often work in the gardens?
Got nothing on me.
Yuri Knight. My work last night didn't require a desk. The gardens are beautiful when an island is ending. Lady Love Dies. Any proof?
Freak.
Yuri Knight. No, freak. The gardens aren't covered by logs, unlike the HQ.
Crime cannot hide.
Lady Love Dies. Give me your phone, Yuri.
What?
Yuri Knight. What?
Sure.
Lady Love Dies. I need to verify your location last night. You would have been making calls with it if you were directing Lydia.
No.
Yuri Knight. I'm under no obligation to give you my phone. I have important work to do with it.
Got it.
Not until I finish my important work, you don't.
The investigator is here.
I have jurisdiction here. I'm the investigator Judge called on. You are obliged to assist my investigation or I will haul you in front of Judge for obstruction. If you don't give me your phone, I will also assume that you have something to hide.
Worthless.
You're an fine. Whatever. Lady Love Dies. That wasn't so hard, was it? You're an just do what you need to do and bring it back.
I'm glad to be back.
Lady Love Dies. Just need to use the comms tower to verify the location of any calls made from this phone. Then you can have it back after the trial. Were you outside the council penthouse last night, Yuri?
Nonsense.
You're a knight. Of course I wasn't, freak. Lady Love dies. I found pink petals which I suspect are from your hat outside the penthouse. You're a knight. I doubt that. Lady Love dies. So, for the record, this is a complete denial.
Yes.
You're a knight. Yes, freak. It is. It won't stand up in court anyway. Lady Love dies. We'll see. What do you know about Kay Hooks' disappearance? You're a knight. He hasn't been seen for a few days. Probably sleeping off a hangover. He was one of your drinking crew, wasn't he?
Don't test me.
Lady Love dies. Isn't a missing syndicate member something of a concern for one of the people responsible for getting the syndicate off the island?
No.
You're a knight. I can only work with what I have. If he doesn't want to be picked up by the fairy woman, I can't help it. He's his own man.
That's strange.
Lady Love dies. No concern or empathy?
Pathetic.
You're a knight. What do you want from me? I can't care about everybody. It's exhausting. It is, chat. It really is. But I care about each and every one of you. Tell me about Crimson.
Insufferable.
You're a knight. The treacherous idol.
That's strange.
Lady Love dies. Treacherous?
Don't make me laugh.
You're a knight. She peddles her secrets and destabilizes the syndicate. We'll be sarcastic.
Sure.
People shouldn't have so many secrets.
Freak.
You're a knight. Don't excuse her just because she's your friend.
Don't be snide with me.
Don't look surprised. I've done my research. I know you and her go way back. The drinking gang. Bunch of drunks and freaks. Oh, we're just Harry again. We're just second year Freitor Harry Dubois. Again. Lady Love dies. Has she got a motive for killing the council? You're a knight. She has her own secrets. I'm sure she isn't happy about people knowing.
Don't be naive.
She wants to play soldiers again. She won't accept her new role and wants to run around with a sword and gun fighting demons. If the next island is perfect, there won't be any more demonic invasions. I think she's trying to destabilize the island so she can have another go at playing soldier. You sure this isn't just about her blessing?
Huh?
You're a knight. What about it?
Got it.
Lady Love dies. You're jealous.
Insufferable.
You're a knight. Your deductive skills have let you down, freak.
Sure.
Lady Love dies. I don't think they have. Have you ever visited the library vaults? You're a knight? From time to time. I mean, we know he has, so... For work or personal use?
Don't be snide with me.
You're a knight. What does it matter? Lady Love dies. I'm chasing some leads. That vault contains forbidden text about demonology. A demon is purported to have possessed a demon and murdered the council.
What business is it of yours?
You're a knight. It also contains other books. I am the architect's secretary. She occasionally requires records and texts for her work. I'm stumbling over secretary, by the way, because in my native accent, I guess, it would be secretary, but I want to enunciate clearly for the captions. Although the captions are probably fine with interpreting it as secretary, but they are. I'm still going to try to speak clearly, though, and enunciate properly. She occasionally requires records and text for her work. Lady Love dies. So you didn't take books on demonology?
Pathetic.
You're a knight. Do the words demonology and architecture sound the same to you? Freak? Look at you speaking proper and stuff. I have to. The accent from where I grew up is horrible. I made a conscious decision not to like learn it when I was growing up. There is the dead zone. It's true. What do you know about the second holy seal? That is demonological architecture. You need to hear it when you're hanging out. You really don't. It's horrible. You're a knight. We don't know about the seals, freak. That's the point. Yuri, let's rap for a second.
What business is it of yours?
Yuri Knight. Rap?
Is this a fact?
Lady Love
or
dies.
a truth?
You put a key in the nightmare computer connected to the obelisks on the beach and activated them. Unite. What are you talking
When
about?
love dies, all
Li-
that remains are the facts.
Speaking of more South Brooklyn for you. Oh, thanks. I appreciate it. Lady Love dies. You did. I've got the logs. Don't worry. Someone else accessed them, but they were more intelligent than you and used a wireless access device.
How dare you?
Uranite. More intelligent? The insects on this island can barely tie their shoelaces, let alone figure out the symbols on the obelisks in space. Lady Love dies. Thanks, Yuri. He has just put his foot right in that. Uranite. For what? Lady Love dies. You just told me about the symbols on the obelisks, which I didn't ask about. And you'd only know about if you used them. Where did you get the key from to access the obelisks?
Freak.
Uranite, I have no idea what you're talking about, freak. Lady Love dies. Aw. Don't hold out on me, Yuri. I know you know the secret of the second seal. Uranite, I have nothing else to say. Ever worn a space helmet, Yuri? Uranite, why would I wear a space helmet? Lady Love dies. To get through the second seal. Uranite. Never been through it, freak.
When love dies, all that remains are the facts.
Lady Love dies. A space helmet was discovered surrounded by pink petals that look like they came from your hat. Uranite. That is the most tenuous thing I've ever heard, freak. You're grasping at straws. I mean, in all fairness, why would he have the helmet on over the hat? Doesn't make sense. Did you see the Grand Marshal last night?
Nonsense.
Uranite. Didn't see her, freak. Did you see the architect last night?
Freak.
Uranite. I saw the architect before I started my duties with the ferry woman. You should ask her about the time of the murder, though. I was here. Did you see Crimson last
How
night?
dare you?
Uranite. I knew she was ready for pickup, but I left her until the end. She hates it here, and I had the power to make her wait a little longer, so I did. Is there anything else you can tell me about Henry's movements last
You
night?
don't know me.
Uranite, seriously? Do I need to hold your hand? I'm going to speak to the Grand Marshal. What do you know about the escape last night?
What are you talking about?
Oh, hopefully all of this dialogue is vaguely interesting to listen to. I'm trying to voice act, so to speak. Uranite, what would I know? Do you know anything about the murder of the Marshal Guards outside of the council building? Uranite, I don't know anything, investigator. I wasn't there. What do you know about the murder of Grace Bloodlines? Uranite. Absolutely nothing, investigator. Do you know anything about the third Holy Seal? There is a lot of dialogue, it's true. My throat is sore. I keep thinking about playing Imposter Factory because I really want to, and it's the first time. It's the next in the Finding Paradise series, and it's just the amount of dialogue in that is intimidating. Do you know anything about the third Holy Seal? Uranite. Of course not. They're a mystery. Stop wasting time. What do you know about the fourth Holy Seal? Uranite. You mean the Holy Seal that Henry got through and then killed the council? Lady Love dies. Yes, that one.
Don't be snide with me.
Uranite. Who cares? That monster killed them. Let's get the show on the road. Know anything about demons on the island? The marshals killed them all.
Don't make me laugh.
They should have killed Henry while they were at it. May you see through a million eyes, and may you reach the moon. Okay. Time to talk to a Scottish doctor with robotic arms. I'll save when I'm over there. Yeah, it says, as someone who isn't particularly a talented voice actor, let's just say there's a reason I haven't played that I don't play visual novels on stream that often. Like, I'd really, really like to play Monster Prom on stream, but I don't know if I have that in me. Just take a break and do some hacking.
See Investigation.
Medical textbook. This looks long, detailed, and boring. Not at all like sex with me. Wait, that means that it's short. Dang it! Wine. Doomjazz always gets the best bottles. If you do spend the night with him, you at least get a nice glass of wine out of it. Several, really. A great voice actor? Thanks, Harry. Heard of a visual novel called Sayane Uta? I have not. A photo of Grand Marshal Akiko 14. Okay, why does he have... That looks like a racy photo of the Grand Marshal. Power tools. Looks like Doomjazz does his own maintenance on his arms, despite them being made by Masahiro Heavy Industries.
That's weird.
Does Doomjazz hold a candle for Akiko? Akiko, sorry.
Ooh, the investigator is here.
I always thought he was the love him and leave him type. I also need to go to do this. Confirm his phone records. Right. Anyway. Please. The pelvis is too powerful.
Dr. Doomjazz.
Head doctor of the Syndicate.
Lady Love dies.
As gorgeous as you were 3 million days ago.
Dr. Doomjazz.
The Syndicate's head doctor. Born in the Cannon Fortress, Scotland, in AD 988 under the sign of Cosmic Deceit. I'd be interested in it, but at its stream appropriate his strong visceral cosmic horror vibes. Probably not. I do play visual novels in my downtime though, so I'll try and bear it in mind, thank you. Growing up during a military campaign, Doomjazz longed to become a doctor to tend to the wounded. He snuck into the haunted Ziggurat Medical School and studied in the library after hours. He became their top student and battlefield medic. He was captured during the Great Betrayal, losing his arms in a torture chamber before being rescued by Ice Kiwami. The two fled to join the Syndicate. Dr. Doomjazz. Sorry. Child labour accords. Obviously you've got a plaster... Masahiro Heavy Industries and Lost Pain, I think that says. And Starlight, the perfect pair.
Oh, I'm glad to be back.
Lady Love dies. I've missed the Doomjazz charm offensive.
I've missed you, Love dies.
Dr. Doomjazz, and I've missed the Love dies sass. Again, I'm trying not to mimic their accent because I don't want to offend anyone. How have you been? Still the same old Doomjazz?
I'm a professional.
Dr. Doomjazz. It's been just swell down here. I assume you got the memo about last night.
Got it.
Lady Love dies. Something like that.
I see.
Dr. Doomjazz, I presume you're here on business and not for something nicer.
Got it.
Got a job to do down here.
Investigator.
Dr. Doomjazz, how unfortunate.
Got it.
Lady Love dies. You're in high spirits, considering our leader in council has been murdered.
Investigator.
Dr. Doomjazz. We all deal with grief in different ways. Do not be mistaken. I am well aware that this is a catastrophe. I'm just not one for outwardly displaying misery.
Sure.
Lady Love dies. What's your take on the Syndicate on this island?
Hypothetically?
Dr. Doomjazz. Keep myself to myself. I'm not interested in the schemes. It's exhausting. Drama and politics are drugs. It's best not to get hooked. That's a medical opinion. Lady Love dies. It tells me all I need to know about the state of this place. Dr. Doomjazz, anything else I can help you with? Got a sec, Doc?
I've got all the time in the world for you.
You know that.
I've missed you, Love dies.
It's been so long since we spent time together. You still a wine and whiskey woman?
I have a bad feeling about this.
Lady Love dies. Not a lot of either in the Idlelands. Dr. Doomjazz, want a glass with me? Enjoy the island for a few minutes before getting back to all that murder. Got a bottle of Freedom Letter open. Lady Love dies. I'd love a glass. Just a small one though.
Fabulous.
Dr. Doomjazz, that's the spirit. Is it wine or...
Lady Love
Anyway.
dies.
How does it feel to be investigating again?
Time to breathe life back into paradise.
Ha ha!
Indeed it
The
is!
investigator is here.
Lady Love dies. How do we know what the Idle Lands are actually like? Well, the bit of the Idle Lands that we saw at the start of the game was an apartment. That's it. It's just very far above the island. Lady Love dies. How has the Doctor been since I last saw him?
It's been wonderful to see you again.
Dr. Doom Jazz. Keeping entertained, you know? It's a small island, but there's always a way to have fun.
Sure.
Yeah, it's like, it's an apartment and there's nothing to do in it. Lady Love dies. I'm sure there is.
Haha!
Like, literally, there's no toilet because you don't need to go to the toilet. But she made a point, Lady Love dies made a point earlier in the game about how you're robbed of even the pleasure of a good bathroom break. Dr. Doom Jazz. Only one way to find out.
I was born to investigate.
Lady Love dies. Do you want to be a suspect in an out-of-hours investigation?
Fabulous.
Dr. Doom Jazz, you can come around to open my case file anytime.
How?
Maybe you've got some time right now? Lady Love dies. Each second I spend here allows the truth to slink further into the shadows. Dr. Doom Jazz. Paradise can't wait, huh? Feel free to swing by any time Love dies. Lady Love dies. I'll keep that in mind.
Indeed.
I am enraptured by you, Love dies. Besotted,
I
enthralled.
don't like this.
Lady Love dies. Where's this going? Dr. Doom Jazz. I understand the key to your heart is information. You desire the unknown. You desire to know about people.
That had nothing to do with this.
Maybe there's something I can help you with. Okay, so our relationship just went straight up to, I guess, the second stage because I picked the right answers. I'm going to probe him. Wink. Lady Love dies. You said you might be able to help me?
You've got this wrong.
Love, Dr. Doom Jazz. Love dies. You've charmed me. Despite the tragedy of last night, this island is infinitely more radiant now that you're here. Because it's you, and I can't get you out of my head, I'll break some ethics. I have treated Witness for death scream trauma. He started complaining of being able to hear screaming on occasion.
Hypothetically.
We had no idea what the cause was, but it kept happening. I eventually narrowed it down to psychic death screams. Had a fancy name for headaches? Dr. Doom Jazz. Something like that. When someone dies, they involuntarily emit a death scream in a burst of psychic energy. Normally you can't hear them, but he'd become attuned to them. Lady Love dies. How?
Theoretically.
Dr. Doom Jazz. That's still a mystery. I don't know if we'll ever know. Well, perhaps he's been spending a lot of time in the dead zone. He attributes it to the gods' anger. He's all doom and gloom about us not doing enough to please the gods. He's taking it as one of the many signs of the end times. What treatment does he take? Dr. Doom Jazz. High strength migraine relief. It's the only thing that's worked. Lady Love dies. What about during the citizen slaughter ritual at the end of an island? Surely that would be overwhelming. Dr. Doom Jazz. That's different. The priest conducting the ritual channel the psychic energy released by the slaughter into energy for the gods. It's dissipated away from the island.
The investigator is here.
Lady Love dies. Does anyone else suffer from them?
I'm worried.
Dr. Doom Jazz. We had a case in Island 15. A syndicate member killed themselves because they kept hearing them. Lady Love dies. But no one else on this island? Dr. Doom Jazz. Not in the way Witness does. I think demons can probably feel them. Every demon we've encountered has been attuned to psychic energy. Lady Love dies. Would this include the demonically possessed?
I see.
Dr. Doom Jazz. Probably, but I can't say for sure.
Ah,
Which is what woke Henry up. Shinji! The screams he told us about, and we know that there's a death scream device pointed at his cell. How would it affect them? Dr. Doom Jazz. I'd imagine a spike in adrenaline. Lady Love dies. Anything else about Witness?
You've got this wrong.
Dr. Doom Jazz. I've been worried about his mental health.
What?
He's become secretive and guarded. It's manifesting in the standard ways, but multiple appointments with him have been interrupted by phone calls. He won't take a call with someone in the room and always steps out onto his balcony. Other people have reported the same thing. Lady Love dies. Who? Dr. Doom Jazz. Architect Carmelina. She started noticing it several years ago. She's worried that he was slipping into paranoia. Lady Love Dies. Why are you suddenly telling me this? Dr. Doom Jazz. It's been playing on my mind. I've been thinking about last night and the lunatics we have on the island. 25 can't be perfect if Shinji's not there. You are correct. Then the heavens send an angel to come and question me. Thank you, Doctor. You've been
I've got
invaluable.
all the time in the world.
Dr.
for
Doom
you.
Jazz. Remember to hurry on back if you need an examination or anything. I assume an equally long list? Yep. You think Henry did this, Doc?
My favourite investigator.
Dr. Doom Jazz, you read my report?
Sure.
Lady Love Dice. Everything in it lined up with the official version of events.
Ha!
Dr. Doom Jazz. Well, there you go then.
Oh.
Lady Love Dies. That didn't answer my question.
Strange.
Dr. Doom Jazz. That's all I can tell you. I don't speculate on suspicions and hunches. I'm looking for facts. Lady Love Dies. Can you make an exception? For me?
What?
Dr. Doom Jazz. You only speak to me when you want something, Love Dies. It hurts.
Sorry.
Lady Love Dies. I promise to stop by more often. Dr. Doom Jazz. Well, alright then.
Hypothetically?
We don't know what the seals are, right? It's awfully convenient that Henry happened to be able to get through all of them, isn't it?
Oh.
Lady Love Dies. So, you don't think he did it? Dr. Doom Jazz. I didn't say that. I just mean... there are some missing facts. And where you have missing facts, you have doubt.
Lady Love dies.
What do you think about it?
The facts and the truth are not the same.
Lady Love Dies. It's a nice story. People like to believe the easiest answer that fits their worldview.
Got it.
We kidnap citizens and force them to pray to genocidal gods. Of course the Syndicate would believe one of the vile working class would do this.
I don't like this.
There's something else at work here.
Ha ha!
Dr. Doom Jazz. Well, at least you have a working theory.
Who?
Lady Love Dies. Can you think of anyone that's got motive?
Ha ha!
Dr. Doom Jazz. That's a biggie. Such a terrible crime.
The island is about to end.
I'm afraid I don't know anything about it. Everyone is as Ginnocent or Ilty, chat. Everyone is as innocent or as guilty as each other. After so much time in the Outer Lands, Love Dice probably needs a thorough medical checkup. Probably. Although if nothing happens in the Outer Lands, she's probably in the exact same state of well-being as she was when she entered them. What's with the photo of Akiko in your boat? Akiko.
The island is about to end.
Dr. Doom Jazz. None of your business, investigator. Lady Love Dies, but...
What?
Dr. Doom Jazz. I said none of your business. Leave it. Lady Love Dies. Would you kill the council for revenge for the death of your father?
I'm a professional.
Dr. Doom Jazz. You've got some guts coming onto my yacht flinging bullshit like that around. Lady Love Dies. Just doing my job, Doc.
That's not nice.
Dr. Doom Jazz. I'm not a killer. Never have been, never will be. Regardless of what happened to my father.
Where?
Lady Love Dies. Where were you at the time of the murder?
What?
Dr. Doom Jazz. I was in my clinic until I was called to examine Henry. He was found outside the council building. Blood everywhere. I checked him over. Akiko was my report for you. Go and see her if you haven't already. The Syndicate building's log should confirm my alibi, but the back door is faulty. Lady Love Dies. I've already seen them. They confirm your claim. I found a door.
What?
Dr. Doom Jazz. A door.
I have a bad feeling about this.
Lady Love Dies. The back door to your clinic.
Ooh,
The connection to the
investigative
nightmare
team.
console that logs who enters and exits the Syndicate HQ has been broken.
Ha ha!
Dr. Doom Jazz. Is it really? I had no idea.
Sure.
Lady Love Dies. Sure you didn't. Did you see Yuri last night? Dr. Doom Jazz. Yuri night last night? I didn't see him last night, I'm afraid, Love Dies. Tell me about the inhibitors used to sedate Henry. Dr. Doom Jazz. Master Hero Heavy Industries Tech. Drugs that sedate the body and inhibit psychic ability. They were designed specifically for victims of demonic possession. Calm the body and mind and stop them from lashing out. Henry's dosage level has been correct for the last decade.
Sure.
Lady Love dies. Do you know if anything can interfere with Henry's inhibitors?
How?
Dr. Doom Jazz. You're not the first person to ask, Love dies.
That's weird.
Lady Love dies. Who?
This is bad.
Dr. Doom Jazz. Witness. Witness is responsible for overseeing the end of an island and ensuring it all goes smoothly. He's obsessed with fail points in the process. He got worried that Henry could be a fail point. Could he get loose at the end? He's executed and not part of the slaughter ritual with the other citizens. There's a time when he's out of his cage before he's executed. Akiko handles the execution, so he's in safe hands, but Witness got obsessed about the inhibitors that keep Henry sedated.
The investigator is here.
Lady Love dies. Are they a fail point?
Theoretically?
Dr. Doom Jazz. Possibly, but you'd have to get past the Grand Marshal. He'd need a massive spike of adrenaline, and the only way I can think of to provide that would be an injection. Lady Love dies. Could someone have done that? Dr. Doom Jazz. Adrenaline is manufactured by the body. You need a drug to induce it artificially. His blood work came back clean though. No one gave him that drug. Lady Love dies. Akiko thinks the demon tricked the inhibitors and that's how Henry escaped. Who do you think the witness is, Bubs? What do you mean, who do I think the witness is? They're a person, witness to the end. They witnessed the end of every island. It's certainly a theory. Lady Love dies. Is it a good one? Dr. Doom Jazz. There's no proof. Can't say anything without proof.
I'm worried.
We've never encountered this phenomenon before, but every race of demons is different. No worries, Harry. You weren't to know. Dr. Doom Jazz. I didn't know if there was a deeper meaning to the question. It's worth considering, but you need to try and find proof before relying on a theory. Yeah, the names in the game are weird. It's fine. Don't worry about it. You've been in and out of... Well, his is quite literal, but... been out of stream because of the work. Well, hopefully the work is going well. Before relying on a theory. Lady Love dies. I'll keep that in mind. What about death screams? Could they cause an adrenaline burst?
Strange.
Dr. Doom Jazz, maybe, but... I don't know how you'd weaponize a death scream. Lady Love dies. What about one of these?
Theoretically?
Dr. Doom Jazz. It looks like it records death screams. Is that a directional speaker?
Got it.
Lady Love dies. It is. How would you record a death scream? Dr. Doom Jazz. You could record the brain activity using electrodes. This device looks like it has a crystal in it. Some crystals are capable of recording emotions. The death scream gets written to that, and upon stimulation the crystal would output the scream. It's a one-shot use though. You can see the crystal is burnt out. I could never experience the death screams as I'm not a sufferer. I presume you want my opinion though. The demon that possessed Henry is attuned to psychic energy. This could have been used to agitate it. Lady Love dies. Handy if you want to turn Henry into a weapon. Did you examine the dead guards at the first Holy Seal? Dr. Doom Jazz. Nope. Akiko wouldn't let me. Lady Love dies. Why?
The island is about to end.
Dr. Doom Jazz. She said that's military jurisdiction. She didn't want the corpses of her soldiers disrespected with a post-mortem.
What the hell?
Lady Love dies, even though there could be evidence.
Hypothetically?
Dr. Doom Jazz. In her mind, she's already got the case solved. Henry's behind bars and he clearly did it.
Sure.
Lady Love dies. Do you believe that?
That's not nice.
Dr. Doom Jazz. I'm not much into beliefs, Love dies. I'm waiting to see what truth you find. Lady Love dies. Is there a database of DNA or blood samples for everyone on the island?
How?
Dr. Doom Jazz, you want to run some blood? Wish I could help. Just after the crisis meeting last night, parts of the central service started corrupting. Lady Love dies. That's convenient.
I'm a professional.
Dr. Doom Jazz, isn't it? I became aware of it because the terminal in my lab does an automated backup in the early hours.
Hypothetically?
I got a report that the backup failed. I took a look at it and part of the medical archive had corrupted.
The investigator is here.
Lady Love dies. What about the backup of the central server on the moon?
What?
Dr. Doom Jazz. That went down as well. The corruption spread. Not to all of the moon database. I can still access most of the files on there. Lady Luft dies. Where is the server on the island? Dr. Doom Jazz. In the caverns under the island. Masahiro Heavy Industries maintains it. The only entrance into the cavern is via the deep factory, and that's under lockdown.
What the hell?
Lady Luft dies. Why? Dr. Doom Jazz. The deep factory is shut down at the end of the island. Only 4 people can unlock it. Council member Makina Origin ran Masahiro, but her dead body is up in the council penthouse. Same with Pandora 2. She ran Dead Nebula in the deep factory. Nicolina Rose is second in command of Dead Nebula, but they're on the next island. Lydia took them early on. Oh hey, sweet. Non-binary rep. Speaking of, there is a live-action Monster High musical coming out as a movie. And Frankie Stein uses they them pronouns. And that's in the trailer that they use the they them pronouns, which is pretty cool. And Balthazar tears with Makin's assistant to Masahiro, but he's on the next island as well.
I have a bad feeling about
I wonder if
this.
Nicolina and Balthazar are the people having the whiskey conversations. I'll go to the 25th island and bring Nicolina and Balthazar back, and they can open up the deep factory so I can find out what the hell is going on with that server. Thought the name Frankie for a non-binary character so cute. I can see it.
Wonderful.
Dr. Doom Jazz. Not so fast, Love dies. No one leaves this island. Judge's orders. Besides, you need Lydia to take you to the next island, and she's on your list of suspects, right?
I don't like this.
Lady Love dies. So, what do I do about this server?
Theoretically.
Dr. Doom Jazz. 2 options. Chalk it up to bad luck and coincidence. Or let it fuel a dreadful, all-consuming conspiracy. Lady Love dies. I'll go for the second one.
Want to play doctors and nurses?
Yes. Dr. Doom Jazz. Haha! Keep on trucking, Love dies. You examined Grace's bloodlines when Henry killed her, right, Doc? Dr. Doom Jazz. A nasty one, for sure.
Got it.
Lady Love dies. Was there anything odd about the scene or the victim?
I'm worried.
Dr. Doom Jazz. You mean odd for a case of demonic possession? I didn't get to examine the scene for long. Akiko was in a rush to contain the area, and it was a pretty open and shut case.
I'm worried.
The markings on Grace were strange, though.
Nanny, the hell?
Nani? Lady Love dies. In what way? Dr. Doom Jazz. Henry's other victim, his mother, had the same sigil scorched into her skin as Henry. I would have made the same decision. Conspiracy is the domain of an investigator. Exactly, and that's what I was figuring. Grace had those sigils, but they weren't scorched. They looked like they'd been carved with a blade. The demon inside Henry burns with a cosmic fire, and Henry's victims receive the same branding. Lady Love dies. So, if he killed the council, they'd all carry the sigils.
How?
Dr. Doom Jazz. Depends on how he did it. I don't have a lot of evidence to support this, but I expect the sigils to only be scorched on victims he had sustained close contact with. I mean, he reputedly cut their throats and drank their blood, which sustained close contact that would be. A cut and run probably wouldn't do it, but the strangulation would. I should mention that I would expect the inhibitors to prevent or limit the scorching of those sigils into victims. Lady Love dies. So why were Grace's sigils cut into her? Dr. Doom Jazz. I roast off to the madness of demonic possession. We don't know a whole lot about this kind of thing, so I figured he carved them himself as some kind of ritual. I can't say for sure though. Lady Love dies. Thanks for your help, Doc. What do you know about a photo taken of Grace's throat during your examination? Dr. Doom Jazz. I took photos, but they were confiscated by Akiko. Classified or whatever. Lady Love dies. I found one on the Marshal's server. Can I get your opinion on it? The bruising on the throat looks odd.
Strange.
Dr. Doom Jazz. That's because the fingers that did it aren't uniform. In normal strangulation bruising, you can see areas of pressure from the fingertips and the
I
knuckles.
see.
The pressure on these is misaligned. This is normally because the attacker is wearing jewellery. Specifically, in this case, a ring on their wedding finger.
The investigator is here.
Lady Love dies. What about power armour? Dr. Doom Jazz. No, the gauntlets on the Marshal's power armour are gloves with armour plates on top of the hands. Congratulations on winning 5 points on Stable Days. Lady Love dies. Who wears a wedding ring? Dr. Doom Jazz. Or wore a wedding ring. This was 10 years ago. Nearly there. Sort of, because I think some of these will be very quick. Never mind. Doc, the third Holy Seal is a bloodlock coded to Council Blood.
I see.
Dr. Doom Jazz, makes sense.
Sure.
Lady Love dies. Who's got Council Blood?
The island is about to end.
Dr. Doom Jazz. Is this a trick question, Love dies? Only the Council. Lady Love dies. What if that wasn't true?
Well, that's unusual.
Dr. Doom Jazz. Are you asking if someone secretly has Council Blood? That's a stretch, Love dies. Lady Love dies. What about you? Do you keep samples of Council Blood? Dr. Doom Jazz. I do for medical reasons. They're locked down, though. Lady Love dies. Could someone have taken one?
Theoretically.
Dr. Doom Jazz. They're under high security.
Got it.
Lady Love dies. Anything suspicious recently? Dr. Doom Jazz. Nope. Lady Love dies. Anyone been in your clinic who shouldn't be in there recently?
Investigator.
Dr. Doom Jazz. Nope. Although I did catch Sam in there. I was just picking up his prescription though.
Oh.
Lady Love dies. Can you check that the Council blood samples are all accounted for? Dr. Doom Jazz. Let me just pull up the inventory on my phone. Sorry, the app is taking ages to load. Kafka's are going to be missing.
I'm worried.
That's odd. There's one missing, but the security alarm didn't go off. Lady Love dies. Whose sample is missing? Dr. Doom Jazz. Kafka memories.
Ooh, the
Lady Love dies.
investigator is here.
There's an anomaly with Kafka's login to the bloodlock.
You're joking.
Dr. Doom Jazz. This is bad. Love dies.
Don't test me.
Lady Love dies. You don't need to tell me. This puts you and or Sam at the scene.
I had nothing to do with this.
What if Sam knew Witness was doing stuff because Sam has the thing in the dead zone as well, and Witness is the one that did the thing with the blood and got the crate in with the demon in it? I don't know why I'm talking like this. I apologise. A blood sample from your clinic was found on the seal. You found Sam snooping in your clinic. Maybe he took the sample and used it.
You've got this wrong.
Dr. Doom Jazz. Well, it sure as hell wasn't me. Lady Love dies. Why don't we know who Henry's father is?
Hypothetically.
Dr. Doom Jazz. You mean, why wasn't that tracked like every other birth? Lady Love dies. Yes. You're the doctor after all. What if Montserrat did the whole thing? Impressive conspiracy, isn't it? It would be if Montserrat was behind it all. Dr. Doom Jazz. When she gave birth, she said she didn't know who the father was. Lady Love dies. What about DNA? Dr. Doom Jazz. Test came up blank.
I have a bad feeling about this.
Lady Love dies. Isn't that concerning? Dr. Doom Jazz. Very. Not a lot I can do about it though.
That's weird.
Lady Love dies. Why would a DNA test come up blank? Dr. Doom Jazz. We missed someone and don't have them recorded. I don't think this is important. Love dies. I'm not sure how this relates to the council murder.
Sure.
Lady Love dies. What if someone deliberately kept the birth a secret? Dr. Doom Jazz. Why would they do that? Lady Love dies. Someone having an affair they shouldn't be? Dr. Doom Jazz. It's a possibility, but they'd need some high-level clearance for that. Lady Love dies. Or access to you.
What?
Dr. Doom Jazz. It's quite the accusation, investigator. You were friends with Aiz Kiwami?
Want to play doctors and nurses?
Dr. Doom Jazz. I miss the old bastard every day. He saved me during the Great Betrayal. We've been so close for so long. His passing tore a part of me out. Lady Love dies. I'm sorry to ask you this, but did you help him hide 2 births?
That's unusual.
Dr. Doom Jazz. What? Lady Love dies. Among his possessions there are 2 birth records. The identifying fields have been blanked out.
I'm a professional.
Dr. Doom Jazz. You went snooping around my dead friend's apartment on some bogus suspicion, and now you're here accusing me of helping him hide births of children on the island?
What?
We're done here. I like you, investigator, and I'll help you with any genuine lines of inquiry you have, but I won't tolerate this. Okay. What do you know about K. Hicks' disappearance? I heard he was missing. Keeps himself to himself, so I don't see him a lot. You been up to his place on the cliffs? Did you see the Grand Marshal last night?
Hypothetically?
So Akiko after the murder when I examined Henry. Can't help you with anything before that love dies. Have you spoken to Akiko? Did you see the architect last night?
Wonderful!
She said at the crisis meeting that she was at Witness's apartment. Witness can probably tell you more. Did you see Crimson last night? She has her little emporium. Go ask her. Is there anything else you can tell me about Henry's movements last night? Dr. Doom Jazz, you have spoken to Akiko, right? She'll tell you what he did. What do you know about Henry's demonic possession 10 years ago? Dr. Doom Jazz. Don't know what to tell you, Love Dice. He's clearly possessed, and I wasn't at his arrest 10 years ago.
Hey.
If you think there is something suspicious, try the crime scene. His apartment in the dead zone. Lady Love Dies. What do you know about the second Holy Seal? Dr. Doom Jazz. Not a thing, Love Dies. Council business. What do you know about the fourth Holy Seal? Dr. Doom Jazz. Not a thing, Love Dies. Council secrets and all that. Well, actually, everyone knows about the fourth one, apparently. Know anything about demons on the island?
Why?
Dr. Doom Jazz. What are you talking about, Love Dice? The marshals killed them all, didn't they? Okay, so he literally did just shut that line of inquiry down about the two covered up berths. Right, so I have 15 minutes left. I need to save. If I'd had, I meant to say before talking to him, and if I had, I would have reloaded the save to not pry so heavily to get some answers out of him. No, I asked if we could get the combination to Henry's safe, and he said no. I'm leaning towards the Ice Kiwami thing as being useful background information, but not terribly, like, important. Right, I'm looking at the time, and I'm running out of time, so I think I'm going to go and get the phone records checked, and then we'll take it from there. It's kind of annoying that that conversation is shut down now, because I have enough evidence to call him out on it, but the game won't let me, and it's kind of irksome. Or maybe that's just me. It's that kind of Heaven's Vault thing where there's just the arbitrary cutoff point, even though you've got supporting evidence to talk about something. The game has decided that you can't. Can't do anything about it. I can just get annoyed about it. Here. But equally, I would have to go. I'd have to go back through like 3 whole conversation trees, and I don't have it in me to mash that much. What's up, Byron?
Sure.
Got the records. It looks like all the calls made to or by Yuri happened at the Celebratory Gardens. Oh, but holy fuck. All the calls from last night from Yuri to Lydia, all about the same length. These are him directing her to different syndicate members for pickup. Please review the data between 2350 and 0100.
Strange.
There's a gap. The phone went dark for 10 minutes. Why? Unknown. Yuri was Lydia's handler last night. I should have asked her if she had trouble contacting him. This tower can have a scan phone records. You know what, actually, while I'm thinking about it, let's just see if there is a way of getting that conversation tree active again. because it's going to bug me if it is just like it's gone. You can't bring this up anymore. I mean, we know that Dan Ngate has Ice Kwami's DNA, is the thing. Oh, gosh dang it. You behaving, chat, while I'm doing this? Okay, I'm not seeing it like really quickly, so it's fine. I'm just gonna have to be irritated with the game for locking me out of a conversation tree. But equally, like, I was told not to push him on it, so. The other option, of course, is that I go back through all of the conversations and do the mash. I kind of want to do that, chat. I'll have to do it off stream. I've got nothing to do tomorrow morning. Actually, because I'm going to do that, I may as well just end the stream here, I think. So, everyone, thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed it. I really appreciate the support. Have a great weekend. I should be back on Tuesday, but Tuesday is my next Path stream, so it'll be starting later and it'll be a shorter stream than normal. But thank you everyone for watching. I hope you have enjoyed, and I will see you next week. Hopefully, maybe. Much love to all. Please pay to pets, some good pets. Please do stay safe, healthy, wholesome. Much love and goodbye.